All right. How we feeling? How we feeling, Jets fans? Here we are. It's been about 12 hours, almost to the minute. 10:09 this morning, the tweet came in from Adam Schefter. What are we thinking? How are we feeling? Have we processed it? We're going to get through all that. We're going to get your thoughts. We're going to get your takes. We're going to get your call-ins. We're going to celebrate our good friend Clancy. It's his birthday today. And we're going to have a good time tonight because it's a new day. Yes, it is. What does this mean for our New York Jets? We're going to get into that. We're going to hear all your opinions. They better be good, damn it, if I'm allowing you to call in. They better be good. Bring your A game. Unlike Robert Saleh on the sideline, bring your A game. It's a new day. It's a new head coach. It's renewed excitement. I don't care about the firing. I'm excited about what Ulbrich can bring. Ulbrich, beard, love it. It's a good sign already. Give me a coach with a beard, and I'm happy. Let's hope that Ulbrich has the same takes as us. Let's hope that Ulbrich has looked at some things and said, you know what? This is what I want done with my team. Jeff Ulbrich, congratulations. It's your second term as an interim coach. I hope you are very successful. And will the New York Jets send Robert Saleh a ring when they win the Super Bowl this year? We'll answer that and all of your questions in just a few moments. I know it's not Thursday. Deal with it, people. Good evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown. I'm your host, Nick.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
It's 10 o'clock, get ready for the showdown. 9 toes down, Nick, ready for the throwdown. We proud Jets fans, we don't play with them pronouns. Best roster in the league, we playing with the pros now. They tell us slow down, call us delusional, call us losers as usual. But this season will be beautiful. Shotgun with you know who, but run it instead. Lad Hall hit the hole hard.
That's what she said.
Ground and pound like it's 2010. The chat, we got many friends. Johnny wearing hats for super chat and watch him breathe again. Nick put the link so Bobby can call and speak again. Bonesy get the blunt, I got the weed and pens. We speaking green again. Jets news like it's CNN. A-Rod and Charles Gorman, it's like we seeing twins. Feeding tins, pounding on these bleeding fins. Week 14 and 18 when they needing wins. They ain't seeing them. We run the ball and play defense. This is AFC hell where the teams repent. Ladies and gents, welcome to MetLife. This is Jet Life. We bleed green, this our best life. We just nice.
Let's say what's up to everyone. Dark Soldier's here. Johnny's in the house. Bobby. Mr. Bonesy's out on the prowl. Na. Assist My Suicide is here. VR's here. Murdog and Allen. What's up, guys? So, what did we learn today, guys? What did we learn on this show? He can't be defeated. He can't be stopped.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Blitz. I had to put a sweatshirt on, Blitz. I had your shirt on, and I had to put a sweatshirt on. It's a little chilly here in the basement. But let's kick this show off. Before we even say hello to everyone, I'm throwing out a membership. It's a new day. Usually when you fire a coach, it means your season's over. Not today. It means our season can begin. Lee Van, congratulations. Lee Van, who was over in London, had himself a good old time out there. He gets a membership. Let's do a little speed round. Say hello to everyone. Mark was here. The great Tom Ace, who refuses to show his face, is here. Boomtown, who earlier in the day pulled a fucking gem of finding my comment about if the Jets lose to the Vikings, Robert Saleh needs to be fired before the plane even gets back from London. The Jets waited another day. I guess the time changed. They were tired. But I'm glad that the Jets took my advice. 2-3. This roster, you need a change. It's very interesting that a tweet that came out today was that Robert Saleh came in today ready to give the offensive play calling to Todd Downing and then got pulled in to get fired or pulled out or pulled off. Did he get pulled off to get fired? Play with those words however you like. Boom. I can't wait to see them in about an hour and 55 minutes or longer. Did he get pulled off or pulled out? Pulled on? Yeah, he got out. He got off. Who knows? Anyway, I digress. Hank is here. Clancy, the birthday boy, is in the house. We will celebrate Clancy all throughout the night. We got Stack coming in. We got Nate. I'm having a mental battle of who's more excited about this firing, Nate or Knob? Knob or Nate? We shall see. Salah. So where does Salah rank on our coaches list? Below Todd Bowles? Yeah, Bowles had a 10-win season. Salah's best were 7 twice. I would say, yeah. I would say Bowles is ahead of Salah. I think that's an easy one. Clancy's bricked up. Woody's my hero. Addison's here. I've been bricked up for 12 hours now. Very nice. Go see a doctor. According to the Viagra commercials, if it's more than 4 hours, go see your doctor. Greg Rollo's here. What's up, Greg? Yes, happy birthday, Clancy. Clancy, happy birthday. The minute the 2024 New York Jets got great was on your birthday. Yep, there's Knob saying you had a hell of a gift. Jerome's here. What's up, Jerome? If Ulbrich makes the adjustments on offense, the Jets will start winning. John, if Jeff Ulbrich has Twitter and reads Jets Twitter, we're going to start winning. Can't be running a Pop Warner offense that I run with no pre-snap motions, or you just can't stand there and beat NFL defenses. You got to get them with misdirection. You got to get them going against their grain and then go back the other way. Like, you can't just line up and run routes. It's not how it works anymore. The defense is too fast. The linebackers, even the D linemen, are dropping now and pulling off interceptions. My buddy Tony, Aaron Rodgers doesn't fear Ulbrich. It's going to be more of the same. I don't think it's that. I think it's Ulbrich having the balls to tell Hackett and the offense what is required. I think it's been too much of appeasing Rodgers. Ulbrich doesn't have the head coaching job solidified, Tony. He's also auditioning for a full-time job as a head coach. He's got no ties to Hackett. He's got some loyalties to himself, and he owes himself to do the best he can do as a head coach. And if that means ruffling feathers of people that you aren't going to be tied to long-term, you do it. You do it. You do what's best for the team and what's best for you as an interim head coach on getting that head coach role full-time. And I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him. Mess is in the house. Who else we got? You're fantastic, Knob. Some of your comments I can't put up, but just know that I enjoy them. Love Bites is here. Harlan's here. Weed the People's here. Hey, Nick, Grand Junction Jets score with these Bills on Monday, baby. Let's go have. Season has just begun. Jets, Jets. I like it. Here's the thing that's Here's the thing that's good. You make a coaching change. Changes happen from the top coming down. Personnel changes happen. Play calling changes happen. Buffalo won't have a game on film with what we're going to do with our changes. You could say this firing happened at the most pivotal point of the season. You go in, you lose Monday, you're 2.5 games out of first. You go in, you win Monday, you are half a game in first. It's a huge, huge swing Monday night. You want to have all this talent? Like Woody Johnson said today. Woody Johnson said, and I quote, never had a team this talented. It was the right time to make a move. I like it. Years that we've had awful coaching, Adam Gase, 2-14. You didn't have a roster that could win. There's no reason to shake things up come mid-November because there was nothing to shake up. The roster was dog shit. I like that Woody knows this team should win. We're going to make a move because we're not winning. Let's look at the flip side, right? Some people are saying, well, if Greg Zuerlein makes a kick and Rodgers and Garrett Wilson connect, we're 4-1. If I didn't fall down the stairs, I'd still have my big toe. If doesn't mean a fucking thing. If you do things better throughout the game, you don't have to wait for those 2 plays. Knob loves Woody. Knob is a big fan of Woody and his Johnson today. Breaking news. I'm looking to see what you guys got to say here. Yes, the pull-out method. Jay Reeves is here. Jay Graves is here. Jay Reeves, Jay Graves. Any relation? I think not. Peter is here. What's up, Peter? My profile picture has totally not changed. All right, Peter. No more Brian Cashman? Dre Day, what's up, my friend? Patty Grimes is here, our resident Detroit Lion fan. Blitz BK. What we got? Mark Ferraro dropping in with his 4-month membership super chat. All we need now is that Adams trade to happen during this show. Interesting on the Adams front, if you're looking at the last 48 hours. Carr gets injured, Salah gets fired. If you want Adams to play Sunday, you need to get him in the building tomorrow, in my opinion. Get him here, get him cleared. Thursday, Friday, Saturday practice. Sunday, you're in the building all day with meetings and adjustments and checks and play calls. I would get him. I would get him here. I would do it now. You don't wait. You don't want to be 2-4 and then you look desperate. You do it now. You get the 3-3. You're in first place. You win 2 primetime games within a week, and now the entire fucking NFL is like, holy shit, Jets 2-0 since they changed their head coach. They look like a new team. Devontae Adams is there. And all of a sudden, we become the talk of the league. We're 4-3 by midnight, 12 a.m., October 21st. The whole league is going to be on notice with us. The defense is there. We just got to get the offense there. The offense has been disappointing. I didn't see that coming. I didn't. My Lions dodged a bullet by not hiring Salah. I mean, he may have got hit with the bullet by hiring Campbell. I think a lot of people think that Campbell cost you guys big games with his awful management. You guys should have won that 49er game last year and been in the Super Bowl. So maybe you got hit with the bullet. Dre Day's here. Yeah, I know that. I'm glad you know that, girlfriend. What's up? There's a whole lot of it. Hey, you know what? It's Clancy's birthday. I think if anyone deserves to get pulled off, it's Clancy. Let's see who else we got. I'm looking. What we got here? Oh, we got Knob with a super chat. Salah was the Pee-wee coach that can't win a game for shit, but at least all the kids get to play. You taking a shot at me, asshole? You're taking a shot at me, asshole. I don't know. Big Will, Zach, Cobb, Lazard, Boyles, and Hackett were forced on Saleh. They wait 8 weeks to react to Rodgers going down. He was forced to lie to fans at press conferences. Also, he wasn't allowed to overrule the OC. No lies told. No lies told. What's up, Yeti? I see you're here. Daniel Meehan. There is a report Steelers are close to deal with Adams tonight. Oh. By who? That matters. Just so you know, Jeff Ulbrich, not even the best bearded head coach in the state of New Jersey, my friend. Look at this. Look at this. It's fantastic. What's up, Phenom? K-Brock says, I see Nick's beard and I get bricked up. It's a very valid take, K-Brock. It might be the comment of the night so far. It's very, very valid. No one should argue with you. Saleh wanted to fire Hackett, which is why he was fired. They were afraid Rodgers would disapprove. Also, when Zach was here, people said we're a QB away. They never got the players for him. Yeah. No, another good point, Will. Another good point. Who would have thought everything looked better last year? I think they're trying to do too much on Rodgers' shoulders and not being unpredictable. They're being too predictable by just thinking Rodgers can pull it all off. And I think it's not fair to the team, to the fans, to the organization. You got to be unpredictable in the NFL. It's not that easy. Just line up and throw it. Daniel says Diana Rossini. Oh, so nobody credible. Yeah, I'm not a fan of hers reporting. I feel it's very clickbaity. I feel she puts out these clickbait takes and then just says, oh, well, things changed. My source told me. Not a fan of hers. Addison could build the mansion with how many bricks I've gotten from Nick. Well, first, build the built-in pool. And then we can build the house. We need a place. Dirty Diana. No. Dirty Diana. So, anything else I haven't covered yet? I'm trying to think because I know once I open up the call-ins, you guys are going to come in hot, on fire with either celebratory calls or pissed off calls. And why did we let him go into the season if he was on a short leash? That's another good take, right? Why even go into this year if he was on a hot seat? Why not change it? I don't get it. I don't get it. What I do get is a sip of coffee brought to you by the New York Jets. Oh, yeah, Daniel. Daniel, please don't think I was coming at you. But I did want to see who the rumored story, was tied to. If you say Schefter or Rappaport or Mike Garofalo, then I'm like, holy shit, okay, it's credible. If you say her, it's not somebody who I am going to. She doesn't have a great track record of hitting on her stories. She does have a great track record, though, of hitting on general managers to get her stories. Well, you know, Oscar, pay the fuck attention. Did you message me? I messaged you before and said I'm going on at 10. Oh, yeah, you are. Look at this. Look at this. Fucking, you know what this guy messages me? 600 eyeballs. That's the message I got from Oscar. 600 eyeballs. Was that her or was that wasn't her? That was not Peter Gammons. Peter Gammons dead. Who's the baseball reporter that everyone hates? I know all of them. Yeti with a comment. Trust the beard. Green bean. Nick. That's it. Hackett, no beard. Sala, no beard. Ulbrich, beard. Yeti, beard. Do the math. John Heyman. Thank you, Smitty. Hey, my buddy Smitty's here. John Heyman. That's the one. Isn't that the guy who did the arson judge? Or was that her? Jeff Passan. Who did arson judge? Wasn't that Heyman? Oh, screw you, Tom. Screw you. All right. It's been a wild day. Jake was on for a record amount of time today. Bobby got on to sing Clancy happy birthday. And now, Talking Jets has been on. Matt O'Leary went live this morning just to show you how big of a day this was in Jets history. I can count on 1 foot the amount of times that Matt's pop on live since I've been following him, and the foot with 4 toes. So you know it's a big, big day when Matt O'Leary pops on with a surprise live. Hey, Dave, thanks for joining. Dr. Cornelius, thank you for joining. Thank you, all of you, for joining. There's 55 of you here. Everybody take a moment. Hit the like button. If you have your Facebook group or your group chats, share the stream. Tell everyone to hop in. We're going to have some fun here. This fucking mouse keeps moving, man. It's really annoying. Where do I put the phone? You know what? It's a live show. Deal with it, folks. Got to move the phone out of the way. Can I put the phone? I can't even put the phone there. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. So what do we think? Yeah, I was working, Gator. I mean, Joe went off the rails with that take, huh? They had coaches last year wearing their country of origin flag on their shirts. Belichick did it. Salah had Lebanon last year. So that's just a stupid take by Joe. And it's the reason Joe's the reason that I stopped listening to sports radio in New York. Joe Beningo is the reason. I support Jake. I'm happy to Jake having him on, but the takes are horrible by Joe. They're senseless. They're clickbaity. They're ignorant. It doesn't surprise me that somebody like Joe would drop that take that he had a Lebanon shirt on. Come on. He's a first-class ass. You know it's bad when I'm saying that you're fucking weird and shot out with your takes. It did. It doesn't mean it's a good take, though. It's also Brian Costello, I think, throwing Beningo to embarrass him, right? I think I took that out of the link when someone sent it to me. I took it as that Costello was just embarrassing Joe and spreading an awful take. That's how I viewed that. I mean, it's nothing against Jake. Like I love Jake. Jake didn't chime in on it. It's all Joe's points of view. Yeah, Adirondack. Good point. He called Robert Saleh. He talked to him. They're friends. And then he throws this take out. considering that the NFL last year told all the coaches where I think Bill Belichick had Poland on his sleeve, Salah had Lebanon, other coaches had other countries, and now all of a sudden this year he gets fired for it. Great take, Joe. How's your New York radio job going? Gator, clarify. Joe or me? Joe B revealing their text conversations is like giving Mikey your cell phone. Croatia, you're right. Thank you, Clancy. Look at the birthday boy getting older and wiser right in front of us. Croatia. I thought it was Poland. Forgive me. But I did pin the link. If any of you want to call in, share your thoughts or takes, you might have to refresh YouTube if you've been in the chat for a while. 13 years. Agreed. You don't throw that out as a thought bubble. You don't throw something powerful like that out just on a whim. Gator saying, Joe is the crazy uncle at Easter dinner who talks about how things were when he was growing up. Yes. Who shows up at the wrong house with the wrong family and still makes himself at home and wants everyone to pay attention to him. I mean, what are we going to do? He said what he said. I completely disagree with him saying it. I think it's a bad take. Everything he said, prefacing it, was all the reasons he shouldn't, with the temperature of the world and what's going on everywhere. You don't make that saying that that's the reason that a coach is getting fired because he's from the Middle East and his parents and he's Muslim. It's a horrible, horrible fire to start. In a world where people are so overreactive and will outlash and give awful feedback to other people of that religion or culture, I think it's bad. I think it's really, really awful for him to do that. And I'll admit, I felt bad for Jake watching it because it looked like it was uncomfortable. I'm not speaking on behalf of Jake. I'm giving my opinion just for clarity with that. That's 100% my thoughts. That's nothing. I'm not speaking for anyone else. Jay, great. Yeah, like it's very reckless to do. It's very, very reckless to do. So, Clancy, birthday boy, let's go. Get your butt in here. I hear that Marilyn Monroe is showing up in a few minutes. What we got here? Let's move this over a little bit. Alan, clarify. Whose opinion? Joe's? Mine? Sometimes you guys make comments and I don't know what they are directed at. He also shouldn't have gotten friendly with him because then he held back bashing him when it was completely justified. It's a valid take. Roger, what's up? I hope Jets look at Nick Mangold as a potential head coach candidate. I don't think you're going to see it, and here's why. These players nowadays make so much money. They don't need to do NFL 100-something hour work weeks. Why? They're financially secure for generations. He's coaching high school football, puts in probably 20 hours a week, is home with his family all the time. My friend's son is a freshman at Della Barton and works with them because he's with the offensive linemen and the quarterbacks all the time. He's a freshman quarterback who's gotten varsity time already at one of the top programs in the state. So kid can play. But I don't see it. I don't see this generation of players having to be coaches. What you'll see is the football junkies. And I'm not saying Mangold's not. I just don't think that you see a player like that who made that amount of money having to go commit with younger kids. You don't want to work that lifestyle. That's a job for people who haven't made it, in my opinion, but love the game. Yeah, with all the reasons, right? Great point. Welcome from coming back down from the shrooms that you ingested today. Or you're still there. Maybe that's why it's a great point. All of the issues that Robert Saleh has as a head coach, you take his culture and try to get that as the take. Horrible. Craig coming in from Australia. Craig, come on back. We need a coach, brother. Oh, breaking news. Gator says Joe was wrong. The real reason Woody fired him is because he had too many kids and Woody hates kids. Thank you, Gator. Thank you for clarifying that. Tom with breaking news. He heard they fired Saleh because he refused to go on Bobby Midnight's show, and that was the final straw. After Sauce Gardner appeared on Bobby's show yesterday. For those of you that don't know, I got to meet Sauce Gardner yesterday. Maybe we'll have that video in a little bit. Sauce gave a shout out to my son, Nicky. Was very happy. Nicky can't believe it. All of his friends were freaking out. Do we have any baseball updates? Nate told me before that the Mets won. Do we have any other games going on? Oh, Jesus, Mo. Don't be we just discussed that. That's not why he got fired. Yeah, Clancy, come on in. Get us started. It's your birthday if you're available. What's up, Hawk? Welcome. Hey, Carly. Oscar's here. What do you let that joke Gase last a year? You fire him because the team is too talented to be bad. If you watched the show last week, I said if you lose in London and this team starts off 2-3, you have to fire him. And they did. I haven't seen anyone call you racist, but he wore the Lebanese flag on his shoulder last year for a game. Change it, Weed. I see you in the back. Change it. Change it. Gator, he was very upset when I talked to him. I said, listen, Jake's been on all day. It's the biggest day for Jets news in a very long time since we got Rodgers. I go, Jake's going to do this. This is his business. This is his job. I go, if you want to sing for Clancy, go live. Go live, and whoever wants to come on will come on. So that one's on me. I said to him, I go, there's no reason for you to be upset. Jake's got a lot of Jets news going on. He's not going to get into like the extra time or, the guests. Everyone wants to share their Jets takes today. That's why Jake was on so much. So that was me. I told Bobby to go live, and then Addison was like, I'll go on with you. I couldn't go on because I had the meeting. I had to run. Let me catch up in the chat. Probably Jay Graves. Probably. And we are in agreement before I bring you on. You're not going to change to that you're not going to change that on air. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. All right. Is that a thumb? What is that? Ew, that's not a thumb. Put that away. Nice. You have your volume on?
What up?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, it's on. Can you not hear me?
I hear you. Here's a good question. Thank you, Oscar. What's your biggest positive you think Ulbrich will bring to the players in the locker room? I love it. Here's my take. There's accountability on this defense. The entire defense says it. We need more accountability. They're not talking about them. They're talking about the offensive side of the ball.
That's a
Ulbrich
fact.
will bring accountability. Ulbrich will, Hawk even typed it as well. Accountability. You can't
Ulbrich
have one
kinda
side of the
strikes me
ball
as,
being held accountable while the other side of the ball is not. That's not how it works.
Ulbrich strikes me as kind of a Dan Campbell kind of guy.
All right. But yeah, Oscar, I think accountability is the biggest thing. I think passion. I think passion's another one. I don't want my head coach being the one running down the sideline to celebrate only when we do things well, and then sitting there with his arms crossed, looking down at his fucking 10 toes.
Yeah, I can't fucking stand zero
I can't
interaction with the sidelines. Zero. After a bad play, he just stands there. He doesn't go around and talk to the players. He doesn't try to raise them up. He just
Plays don't work because somebody didn't do their fucking job. It's okay to tell someone you didn't do your fucking job.
Yep.
But I digress. Ladies and gentlemen, someone who received probably the greatest Jets birthday gift that anyone has ever received that I'm aware of. If you want to throw yours out there if it happened, go ahead. But we're going to bring in Clancy on his birthday, who received a new head coach. Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you very much. What's going on, guys? Yeah, it's been a great day. I was surprised with the solid stuff, but after letting it sink in for a minute, I think it's a good thing as well. I'm excited for Ulbrich.
I was
100%.
more just confused when I found out at first. I was like, wait, that's not the fucking news I was expecting to get when I woke up this morning.
Yeah, he thought he might get another chance or two with a few more games, but he's had chances. He's had 3.5 years almost, so I get it.
Nothing's changed.
Yep.
It's always we're going to look at it. It's always we're going to address it. All right. How about you get to the point where you fucking fix it? How about you get to the point where it doesn't happen anymore? That's like a habitual cheater in a relationship saying, oh, I'm sorry, I won't do it anymore. And then you go out the next weekend and you do it again because
that was my best line.
These are awesome.
That was my best line. I'll never do it again, I promise.
Yeah, I couldn't even listen to a post game anymore with him. I couldn't.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, don't get me wrong. The
Great guy, right? Like, I think he falls into the Tim Tebow category. Great guy, great morals, great person. Just not meant to be a head coach. Like, Tebow wasn't meant to be a quarterback. Like, you can have a high
he wasn't meant to be a tight end either.
Moral barometer, but not be meant to be at the head of the table.
Totally.
You can be a very good defensive coordinator, but not meant to be at the head of the table. And Carly, who doesn't love Tim Tebow? Tim Tebow is beloved. but he wasn't an NFL quarterback.
Yeah, NFL.
That's the point.
Tebow time.
I agree totally.
100%.
So earlier today, I tweeted this. Slow starts, unprepared often, discipline issues, no player accountability, too many excuses, poor in-game decision-making. There was plenty of reason for the Jets to fire Saleh. Well done to Woody Johnson for not waiting longer. It's a win-now team. Now, go win.
I'm glad you said that because I'm glad you said that about all those reasons because everybody keeps saying that. I keep seeing this narrative about Saleh was going to fire Hackett, so that's why Saleh got fired, which I believe Woody Johnson knew he was going to fire Robert Saleh the second that Minnesota game was over. I think it's just a coincidence that Saleh game.
Woody was over there. Yeah, he was over there. He's all embarrassed and shit, hanging around with his billionaire buddies.
He already made that decision that he was going to fire Robert Saleh. That it was done. It had nothing to do with Robert Saleh trying to
take the play calling away.
Yeah. Which hopefully they stick to that. And after what they were saying, I think they might. And I could see.
We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they'll strip him of it. I think they'll call it more of a collaboration with.
I think give him more specialty calls or some shit like that. I don't know.
They'll say
a more situational play caller. Yeah, let him do red zone like he did it in Green Bay.
Yep.
I find it very interesting that they were going to move to Todd Downing this morning, and
that's definite.
They set the tweet I read today was that the meeting this morning was Saleh was with the coaches about to change and go from Todd Downing. And then Woody came in, or they got him to go meet with Woody and be fired.
Imagine that, you're Saleh, and they come and get you to go see Woody. That's crazy, yo.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That really is.
I mean, he wasn't, which sucks because at that moment when Saleh finally, for the first time in fucking 3.5 years, is making the right decision. And then they fucking pull him out and fire him.
Dude, I look like Morgan Freeman.
2 weeks, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's early. And it just happened today. Like the whole team was just flipped on their head. So let's wait to see what happens with the offensive play calling and shit like that before people start jumping into panic mode and jumping off of bridges.
Fair.
Yeah.
Couple of the that I want to get through. Connor Hughes today. Head coach Jeff Ulbrich says everything will be assessed regarding play calling on the offensive side of the ball. We're going to take a deep dive on that. We're going to look at all possibilities. They will take a hard look at the process. It sounds like change in play caller could be coming. Woody Johnson on Hassan Reddick, who remains a holdout. Hassan, get in your car, drive down 95. It'd be up 95.
I heard that one.
And come to New York, and we can meet and give you an escort right into the building. You'll fit right in, love it here, feel welcome, and accomplish great things with us. There's one tweet I'm looking for.
Fuck that. Go get Devontae Adams. Fuck Hassan Reddick. It is a little bit. I mean, with Derek Carr getting hurt, I think you said this before. That's a big thing in this whole Devontae Adams fuck situation. Carr being out for a few weeks.
Okay, here it is.
Yeah, Saints are in cap hell, though. Saints are in cap hell.
Here is the tweet I was looking for. Connor Hughes this morning, 11 hours ago. The Jets and their entire coaching staff were in the building on Monday. They started their preliminary prep for Buffalo review of the Vikings, knowing a win put them in first place in the AFC East. There was some feeling from those I touched base with that Hackett's job could be on jeopardy, sources said. Higher-ups have been on him last couple weeks. No one expected Saleh, especially when there was no one expected Robert Saleh, I guess, to be fired, especially when there was nothing Monday. Saleh showed up on Tuesday, business as usual, and was told he was being fired. Ownership's reasoning was that they didn't believe the team could turn it around. I want to push back on that a little bit. I don't think they thought Saleh could turn the team around.
Yeah.
I think the team can be turned around. I think the talent is there to turn it around. But the voice in the head of the table is just not good.
They were worried he wasn't going to be able to do it.
I want to bring in someone right now who is always a good voice to have at the head of the table, whether he's himself or playing other characters. He's always great to have around. Let's bring in Gator.
Hey,
Gator, what up, buddy?
what's up,
What's
Gator?
going on, guys? How are you?
How are you, pal?
Just hanging out.
First and foremost, are you in a safe zone down there? Are you in a holy shit zone? What's the deal?
We're in a prayer zone right now.
Fuck. All right, man. Add you to the list, brother.
I'm in North Tampa, so it, as the eye of the storm sort of looks like it's going to hit Sarasota, it should.
Oh, you're gonna get the eye wall.
We should be okay if it drops down to like a cat 2 or 3. So we'll see. We'll see.
All right, man. Good luck to you and the family, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
man, definitely. Good luck.
Thank you. I do have a little theory I wanted to throw past you
Ooh.
on
Hell yeah.
on this. So remember, I don't know if you heard that Woody said they asked him if he talked to Rogers before this, and he said that yes, I did talk to Rogers before this, but we did not discuss this. Whatever bullshit.
Yeah.
I think
they-
that
Discussing golf in the off season, like the election. What the fuck do you think they were talking about?
my theory is that Woody's was going to let this thing go through next week, but that Saleh approached Woody about firing Hackett as sort of like a preliminary, sort of like, hey, if I can get Hackett to be the fall guy, then I'll survive this.
And it
Then
backfired.
I think Woody said, all right, let me think about it, went to Rogers and said, Saleh wants Hackett gone. What do you think? He listened to what Rogers had to say. And I think ultimately he decided that Saleh was the problem and that he needed to keep Rogers' head in the game by retaining Hackett, because as long as we have Rogers, Hackett's his guy. Hackett's the reason he's here. And I think that there was no way you could fire Hackett without losing a little bit of Rogers. And Rogers clearly has had problems with Saleh, going back to his stupid comments when he went to Egypt.
Yep.
And he didn't cover his ass right on that one.
Yep.
And then Rogers had to, fix that mess.
Yeah, things kind of started going down from there.
Yeah. And then the cadence thing again. Now he's got to fix that mess. And I think he got tired of it. And this was an easy decision for him to make. But I think it might have been pushed to happen now instead of next week, based on maybe Saleh trying to get Hackett to be the fall guy. Just a theory.
I like it. First off, Boba Jet, thank you for the super chat. Weed, I countered. Go Jets. Crazy Joe D didn't know. It is crazy. Joe Douglas didn't know. There was a report that came out that said Woody Johnson had a late night meeting last night with Jeff Ulbrich and one player on the phone. It wasn't the longest tenured Jet, Thomas Hennessy. It
really?
Was
one player?
Yeah. One player on the phone. So,
I mean,
sounds
it
like
could have been Jermaine Johnson asking him how he's doing, how his rehab is going.
Obviously.
Look, we know this is Rogers' team. I mean,
it is.
We all want it to be his team because we all looked at him when he came in as the only adult in the room and our savior, right? So this is Rogers' team.
Yeah.
Rob, what the hell? Calm down, Rob.
Carly said the player on the phone was Greg Zerline.
Well,
it could have been. Ask him how his legs
down a little bit, right? Let's look at it this way. You have Ulbrich in there last night. Stop talking over me, Dick. You have Ulbrich in there last night, and you're convinced now you're going to get rid of Saleh. It's got to that point. You get Rogers on the phone, and you say, all right, we're going to bring in Ulbrich instead of Saleh. Ulbrich, tell Rogers what your plan is, what you're going to do. And he could say, all right, some of the things I've noticed that we need to do on offense are this, and this. Rogers probably gives a little feedback, and they communicate with one another, and they connect, and they say, all right, we can do this, we can do that. Rogers probably said, let's not get rid of Hackett. Let's work on some of these things. We can adjust it. We can adapt and go from there. And Ulbrich probably agreed. I hope Ulbrich didn't go into that as a yes man, because I don't want Ulbrich being a yes man. I want Ulbrich bringing to the entire team what he brings to the defense.
Yeah.
I want that leadership.
I mean, he said I got to be me. Yeah.
If the offense plays with the same passion and commitment that the defense does, this team's going to be what we thought it was.
We're not going to see the real Ulbrich until we watch him coach when the Jets are fucking up, and by that I mean penalties and guys just completely screwing up. The real test to me, from my eyes, are going to be, I want to see Ulbrich grab a guy by the shirt and pull him over and look him in the face and tell him to sit down on the bench. That's what we all want to see.
I want to see him at I want to see him at the bench, yelling at people, talking to him.
Yeah.
And that starts at the top. We get another delay of game penalty with Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. You get in his face and you let him have it. And that shows not only the roster, the entire league. This guy is going to be a leader. It doesn't matter your number, doesn't matter your position, doesn't matter your salary, doesn't matter your status or how long your resume is. We have a job to do now. Winning a Super Bowl in 2009 does nothing to affect the 2024 New York Jets. We need this team to be at their best. If Ulbrich holds players accountable, and it starts with the Tyron Smith whiffing on blocks, he never whiffed on blocks every time I watched the fucking Dallas Cowboy game for the last 10 years. Now, all of a sudden, there's times Rodgers getting hit. Tyron doesn't even touch anybody. Yeah. Everybody needs to be held accountable. I don't care your resume, history, awards. That doesn't win a fucking game going forward. And if you're going to come in and you're going to win this fan base over, you swing like you got the biggest one in the room. And Ulbrich, right now, head coach, you got the biggest one in the room, dude. You have to show the team why they picked you. And sometimes that doesn't come out until moments of adversity. That doesn't come out until a fucking false start on a 4th and 2 on a key moment of the game where you decide to go for it. And now it's 4th and 7 and you got to punt because some fucking idiot couldn't stay on sides.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to
that. Drove me absolutely fucking crazy.
And Rodgers needs to also, be a part of that. If he throws a pick 6 again, it should be okay for Ulbrich to get in his face, because you can't say that you have to hold players accountable and him just be left out of that. Gonna have to make a showing. Make a showing. And if you got to take him out of the game and throw the next guy in there, well, this is an all-in year.
I don't know about some of this.
It's an all-in year. Hey, there were some people in that game in the UK that actually thought.
I didn't like the white.
I thought I was higher.
There were some people saying that that maybe Rodgers should sit down, and it was more so because you watch, the poor guy was crawling on the ground when he
he's getting.
Right? I couldn't. Oh my god! I almost started crying myself.
Absolutely.
I thought he was done.
I was like, oh no, not again! I can't do this again. Mom, get the Xanax. Call in.
And then he ran right back out there as soon as the roughing the kicker happened. He ran right back out there.
That was great. I love the fact that he went into the blue tent and then heard that it happened, and he was like, "Nope, you ain't checking me out. I'm going back out."
He didn't even get into the tent. He was about to step into it, and they fucking.
And he's still beat up. Yeah, he's still beat up.
And just to go back to Ulbrich quickly, this is a prolonged job interview. Even if you're not here long term, you have to stay true to yourself, because it may work out elsewhere. Woody might want to go with an offensive coach. This might be this is not taking on a team that's 2-11 for the last 3 weeks or 4 games, whatever it may be.
Yep.
This is a team that's built to win. This is a team with a very good roster. If you come in and you turn this ship around and you go win 3 of the next 4 games, right? You go 4, the next 4. You go run October, you beat Buffalo, you beat Pittsburgh, you beat the Patriots, you beat Houston, and you get this team to 6-3. You're in the upper echelon of the AFC very quickly.
Considering he was already being considered last year possibly for a head coach job, now he has the opportunity to show like I can be a head coach. Not only be a head coach, but be a head coach that can pull a team out of this shit and just be successful. You know, because we were worried last year. This year,
I'm rooting for him. I
I
want
think,
him to solidify this job short and long term.
Yeah.
I want it to be to the point where it's a no-brainer. You've had the head coach in the building. It means a couple things for the Jets that are beneficial. You have a defensive scheme that throughout all of this has consistently been top 10 the last 3 years. You don't have to change the scheme. You don't have a new guy who comes in and says, well, I want to run man press and we're going to blitz and we got to change everything around. And you don't want that. You want to keep the scheme. Granted, you need some bigger bodies up front. You need JJ to get healthy. You need Reddick to get here. You need that to go forward. But right now, we shouldn't want anyone to be head coach besides Jeff Ulbrich. Anyone who's talking about Bill Belichick, stop. You're higher than me.
If I hear one more fucking person tell me to go get Bill Belichick, I am going to throw dirt in their eyes and kick him in the balls.
That's not going to happen. Bill Belichick hates the Jets. I think Ulbrich was going to probably get a head coaching job next year if the Jets defense continued to play the way that they have, which I think is still elite. I think that, as much as this defense stutters at times, I think for the most part, I mean, look, we gave up 10 points against Denver. Really only gave up 17 points against Minnesota.
16, yeah.
You could only
16?
And you can only expect them to hold up for so long when you're going 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Eventually, and then it gets to the point where you can't even try to get to the quarterback because they're just running it down your throat for 3 straight quarters. The fuck are they supposed to do?
The past 3 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
If the Vikings decided to run the rest of that game, I don't think we would have even been able to do anything because our offense wasn't getting anywhere.
Well, if Aaron Jones didn't get hurt, it might have been different, but
yeah, true.
We're gonna know a lot tomorrow too when Rodgers goes on Pat McAfee. I think we'll know a lot about his tone and depending on how he presents his opinions or whatever about this, it'll be a must-watch TV. And I will not be surprised. Mark my words, I will not be surprised if it's set up so that Rodgers is there, and then at some point, someone sits down right next to him by the name of Davante Adams. I have a feeling that that's how
come on.
That'd be drama. Big drama.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Thing ever.
In a good way
I would not be shocked. I think
I would be. I would not only be shocked. I would not only be shocked. I would be fully erect.
I'd like to see the ratings for Pat McAfee during that interview.
Well,
when Rodgers when Rodgers went on to announce he was going to the Jets, he had like 500,000 people, 800,000 people watching his show for that. And then as soon as he said he was going to the Jets, and the numbers started dropping.
Next hour. Yep. You know what sucks about those 2 losses? If we go 4-2 in the next 6, which we can, it was 6-5. It's just those 2 losses, especially the Broncos. But we had the Vikings too. We had them.
You mean we're going 6-0?
Well, that'd be nice, of course.
17-3.
Then they'd be 8-3. You'd be sitting real pretty.
17-3, baby.
Let's just beat Buffalo, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah.
I don't know how many token people we have in here, but here's Jeff Ulbrich. I come back to you now. Turn up the tide. And you would be shocked, not even shocked, at how well Jeff Ulbrich's face fits this spot, fits Gandalf. It's crazy. Hold on, let me put the original up. Let me put up the original Gandalf and you look and you're like, nah.
Stop having ADD. We're having a Jet conversation and you're just like, nope.
Hey.
He's got to show it off.
You are right, Nick.
Mo said, "What's Nick doing? Buying eggs?"
You're right, Nick, but I choose to ignore you.
No, I'm looking up some Jets tweets from today. There's a couple that I wanted to read, and I can't find them for some reason.
So that's regular old Gandalf. while Nicky's doing that.
So, Nick and crew, can I ask a question
about
who you think Ulbricht's first cuts should be? Because there are some players that are really they're just not cutting it. That tight end, Brendan,
Yeah,
and whatever.
Bates, he's got to go. He's
Yeah,
got to go.
that guy is totally useless. But if you were in Ulbricht's shoes, how do you picture him making sweeping changes right off the bat?
The one that I'm most hopeful about, and this isn't an Ulbricht move. I hope Leaky Fotu is cleared this week because we need a run stuffing body in the middle of the defense. It's clear we don't have that.
Big body.
We need a guy who can take on a double team in the run game and free up Quinnen and others to be more impactful. I think that we're going back to a 2020, 2019 Quinnen Williams, and you're seeing him get eliminated because there's no other real viable threats on the D line. So Fotu getting healthy is my wish list number one this week for the Buffalo game.
Is Moses coming back?
I think Moses, you gotta believe that he's been close. That 8 extra days, he should get the green light, and I do want him playing the chess match with Josh Allen. He's been very good with calling the defense against Josh Allen, and
Is Josh Allen going to play, though? Is he even going to play?
Josh Allen has to play, and here's why. If Josh Allen is not cleared, the NFL looks like complete pieces of shit because you cleared him during the game to go back on. And this is not on the Buffalo Bills. This is the independent doctors with the red hats who are not team employees. You have to have Josh Allen cleared because if Josh Allen isn't cleared from a concussion 8 days after getting it, how the fuck do you put him back in the game? And now you have an uproar with the Players Association not protecting the players. And if Josh Allen does not get cleared, that will create a fucking shitstorm. It's actually the shitstorm we need to take the attention away from us. I'm not going to lie.
Someone gave him smelling
But
salts.
how do you get him back in the game after being like lifeless on the field? How does he get cleared to go back into the game? We've watched guys hit their head, walk off the field, be fine, try to get their helmets, and they're gone. Josh Allen just gets you know what? Play him.
Justin Fields the other night, they took him off the field. He tried to like hurry back up, and they were about to start play again, and they blew the whistle and had to pull him off the field because he never went through the process of being checked out for real. Like,
Rob says people getting Fotu confused with being a run stuffer. He's more of a pass rusher. Correct. But he's our biggest body on the D line, and he's got to play that run stuffing role just out of need.
Yeah. The DN.
Who is Allen's backup? It's not Mike White, right?
No, Trubisky.
Oh, Trubisky, right.
But Mike White's up there, though. You're right. He's up there, though.
My bad. My brother wanted me to test this new fucking bowl.
Fantastic.
That shit rips.
I will say this. If Josh Allen doesn't play, it's going to be neck or something else. It will not be concussion.
No, they'll do back and neck or something like that.
If we face Trubisky, we better win that game.
I think our offense stacks up pretty good against this defense we're about to play.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident with Garrett Wilson, Mike Williams, Lazard, and them. I'm as long as the weather stays fine, because that should, even though it shouldn't be a factor, it's a fact. I think as long as that happens and we avoid penalties, I think this offense should be able to roll on this defense.
One of Lazard's drops happened right before the pick six.
Surprise. Oh, there we go. I think
who do you guys think needs the biggest game? I mean, I'm leaning towards Sauce. Sauce needs like a breakout, like pick six.
I'm gonna say Breece Hall.
Yeah, Breece
Hall needs to break a 80-yard fucking run.
How about the offensive line without Rodgers getting his ass kicked?
That's mine. The collective unit, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you're going collective, then yeah, but if you're going by player, it's hard to say because
Breece on defense and Sauce on. Sauce on defense.
Yeah, but Breece all depends on the offensive line because Breece can only do so much if we're not holding blocks or if we're fucking missing blocks.
Sauce needs it too, for sure.
Yeah, Sauce has been getting beat up, I think with a lot of fans and a lot of commentators. They seem to think he's overrated or whatever. I would like to see him really shine. I mean,
Yeah.
he has been so great for us, and there have been some signs of him not being able to tackle, some signs of him, with pass interference. He mauls guys sometimes. I would
Yep.
really like to see
Yeah,
Sauce have a tremendous game, and he's not going to be able to have it against a great receiver because Buffalo doesn't have any. But he needs to show up like that against a Justin Jefferson in some future game, that type of player, and really show that he's elite. Because right now, I think a lot of people think he's taking a
he
step
should.
back.
I mean, he
Yeah,
should
he's
be
had a
able.
couple rough games. He has, but I think that's a little like in general.
Yeah.
People saying that don't really know.
True
But yeah,
stuff.
he's had a couple rough games.
He should
So
be able to
not
break out, though. He should be able to break out because again, like
Yeah.
our defense also matches against this offense pretty well. As long as
And
we
maybe
get a
Old
little.
Brick will let him follow a Jefferson type the next time we get a receiver like that
Yeah,
to play
he
against.
should have a good game if Josh Allen tries to target it because he hasn't been playing that well. I think he'll be able to do good because the Buffalo receivers aren't good enough for Sauce and Reed. So if they try to target Sauce, I have a feeling as long as he can keep your hands on the fucking ball, it'd be fine. That's it. That's all he needs to do.
Surtain had 2 touchdowns last week for Denver.
Isn't that right, Luke? Tell him, keep your hands on the fucking ball.
He had 2 touchdowns. I know he had 2 interceptions. He had 2 touchdowns.
He had a pick 6, and then he took like a fumble to the house or something.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give my answer.
Hell yeah.
Hackett. I need Hackett to have the good game. I need to see what changes got implemented and what came down, which essentially would be Ulbricht's input, right? But I need Hackett to have that good game. I need to have.
I feel like he's changing the plays at the line
logic.
a lot, though. Like 60, at least
He
half
didn't
the
do it
time.
he didn't do it that much against the
What?
Vikings.
Yeah, but the
didn't do
rumors
it
are
that much
that
against the Vikings,
are that Hackett's not even going to be the play caller.
Yeah, I don't think he
So,
will be.
I don't believe that.
But Nick-
No,
But
he's
Nick,
gonna
that was
be the
good.
play caller. Salah was
Nick,
going to change Todd Downing, and then all of a sudden he got axed.
Yeah, but I don't think that had him getting fired had anything to do with that. I think they're going to stick with that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think
it's
Woody already decided to fire Salah. Although, Nick, I will say that was a good one, a real curveball you throw in there. And he asks what player you say, Nathaniel Hackett. So I see what you did there, Nick.
Rodgers changes the play at the line.
Let me ask you a question.
He knows the rumors. Hackett knows that he was that close to having it taken away from him. What do you have to lose? Go think outside the box. Go get creative. You are on the thinnest ice possible. You are told you're getting your play calling taken away, and then that guy gets fired.
All I'm saying
you gotta
is,
know that they're not going to stand for your shitty play calling anymore.
Like guys were saying this morning, or even I watched the video, it might have been with Beningo with Tiki and Evan. And Tiki's like, Rodgers is the one that doesn't like motion, and Rodgers is the one like the
Rodgers never liked motion.
Yeah, that's like they're saying really it's Rodgers. Right? That's what some people are saying.
Yeah, well, Rodgers never liked motion. That was one of his biggest things when LeFleur first got there.
No screens. We don't, it's ridiculous.
Hey, Nick, let me ask you a question.
Shoot,
all right, pretend I'm a 5-year-old, okay?
And
I'm not really very
for a 5-year-old young man.
Oh, then talk to me like I'm a 5-year-old.
Okay.
You got Ulbrich is the defensive coordinator prior to today, right? And he handles the defense. And you've got Hackett and team that handles the offense, right? And all these other coaches. What does Saleh do? Explain to me. What does the head coach in Saleh do that the coordinators are not doing?
Well, we know
just deal with the media and shit, like mostly, all that.
Yeah.
In game, I'm talking in game. I'm talking simply in game.
Critical decisions, like whether. Go ahead, Nick. I know you know. Okay.
In terms of the coaching during the game, his job is to make the key decisions during the game, whether to go for it on certain downs, whether to punt, whether to kick the field goal. That's his in-game job.
Timeouts, challenges.
Whether a lot of
now,
exactly.
What he does leading up to the game as the head coach is he oversees the game plan. as someone who is an expert in this scheme, he's probably influential in what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball in terms of packages and who's going to be in on certain play calls. Offensively, he said he's going to have a bigger say and he's going to be in the offensive playroom more often. That might be why it's looked so shitty, to be completely honest, because he's trying to be something that he's not. And the greatest thing that a coach or anyone in the world can do in their profession is know your strengths, know your weaknesses, try to avoid exploiting your own weaknesses, because then you look like a failure in your fucking job. If you're a great defensive coach, go be a great defensive coach. If you're not meant to be a guy who can oversee an entire football team, don't sell two dumb brothers who own a football team a bunch of bullshit because you're a great, eloquent speaker. America fell for that bullshit. And with somebody previously who was an eloquent speaker and didn't get results. So
you're talking about Joe Biden?
I'm not mentioning any names. No, I said eloquent speaker. No,
that's why I said that.
So looking at Robert Saleh, great guy, great person, in over his head as a head coach. He didn't do enough to keep his job, Gator. He didn't do what is required of a head coach in the NFL, and it's make your team better than they are. A great head coach finds ways to make their talent better than they are. Guys who are in over their head get exposed very quickly in this league.
Yeah.
And I think
he got exposed.
He didn't check any of the boxes that you need your head coach to check. Does that answer?
So like also, last week or the week before when Breece Hall had his false start and Rodgers looked at him, right? Whose job is it to put through the reps that these guys on the offensive line with the cadence and all that? Whose job is it to get those guys in rhythm and to make sure that that doesn't happen?
Line coach and Hackett.
Well, I mean, that's the offensive coordinator's job, is to run the plays until they're good, and you only call the plays that you know will work. But I can't put that all because there's human error. Breece fucked up.
And
the lineman 4 times.
That's why I'm
head coach,
trying to.
As a head coach, Rod Saleh has to hear calls coming through the headset and say to, like, wait a second, this doesn't sound like a good play call. Try it. Give me something else. Do something else. This guy fucking what's his name? Fucking 84, whatever his name is, the fucking tight end. Bates. Yeah, why the fuck is this guy in and Conklin's not? Why is this going on? He has to be able to say.
He could be like, I want you to run the ball right here. I don't care.
He needs to pull Hackett. He needed to have pull Hackett and Rodgers to the side. I'm like, listen, dudes, it's 2024. Run some fucking motion. Dude, it's 2024. You have to run fucking motion so you don't get completely fucking mollywopped like we did by the Vikings.
Yeah, it's too bland. It's too bland.
I get Rodgers. Rodgers is a genius, pre-snap and everything like that, but that doesn't work. And you're when you have a Flores defense where they're so good at making you think they're coming in or dropping back and fooling you. Thankfully, we don't play that many defenses like that talented.
I'm just trying to figure out whose job is it now to fix that. That's a big problem. The fact that our offense is, false starts and all that. How are they going to fix that in practice? Are there reps involved in that?
Line coach, absolutely.
What do they do to get everybody to understand that cadence and not
reps.
Yep.
There's nothing on this planet that can't be learned through repetition.
And Will McDonald, putting his hand, 6 inches, off the line twice. How does that even happen? Or he's lined up.
That's just being stupid.
Looking down, right?
That's
looking down the
flat
line.
out being stupid. I watched it. I remember the one play I saw his hand right there.
We don't have no one behind Will McDonald to put in now that could do the job. He could barely, he could get some sacks, but
you really need Will McDonald playing 100% of the plays.
Yeah, all of them. You don't want Clemens either, really, but this is where they're at right now.
Gotcha.
They need edge help.
Weed. I got some other people in the back. I don't like to go more than 4 because it's too much. If you want, you can pop back in later and hang out.
I'll do
But
that.
You can
thank
bump
you,
me
sir.
out.
I appreciate
I'm
your
my wife is looking at me like I need to stop talking so she can sleep. So I'm gonna bow
Well, she
out.
probably, if you're pretending to be a 5-year-old, you're up past your bedtime. Let's be realistic with that.
When am I not pretending to be a 5-year-old?
But all right, Gator.
It's your birthday, Clancy.
It is.
Happy birthday, sir. Have a great
Thank you,
one.
Gator.
What's
Thank
left
you,
of it.
Gator.
All right.
My
Be well.
man. Appreciate
you
you.
guys
Be
on
safe
the-
down there.
Yeah.
To you and the family, man. Be safe as
Yeah,
well
we'll
as
be thinking
everyone
about
in
you guys.
Florida. We're praying for you. And if you need anything, reach out. Let me know.
Appreciate it. Good night.
Thank you,
Pal.
Gator.
Talk soon. Next up, we got Brother Yeti. Are you ready, Yeti?
Yo. Yeah. What's up, guys? How you doing?
What's
How you
up?
feeling, sir? What's your thoughts today?
I'm good. Can you hear me? Are we good?
Yep.
Nope.
You're good.
Damn you, Clancy. Always say no when people say, "Can you hear me?" Because you can't answer the question if you don't hear them. It's the greatest in the world.
Well played. Can you hear me?
Yes. Go on.
No.
I love it. No, I really just called in. I just wanted to wish Clancy a happy birthday, man.
Oh, thank you.
He's a good
man.
dude.
Appreciate
Clancy's
you.
a good fucking dude, man.
You my guy, yeah. You my
Not
guy.
even to cuss on the stream, but yeah,
It's fine.
it's cool. It's really cool when you find like
Nick's
good
my
Jets
guy
fans.
too, of course.
No, yeah. Hear me out, real
No,
quick.
he
It's
said
cool
I didn't
when
want
you
to
find,
curse on the
good
stream.
Jets
I'm like,
fans that pop in the screen.
Oh, yeah.
it's allowed. You can use them as adjectives and not nouns for anyone in the chat or on the show. That's my only rule. Don't curse. You can curse about something, but not about someone or at someone.
Yeah.
Unless it's Modine.
Can
And
I call
fired the fuck
myself
away.
a fucking asshole?
Yeah, no, you won't get an argument from me.
Amen. No, but seriously, dude. Okay, so Nick, you know this. You get a lot of douchebags in the streams. People come in. Now, Clancy, you admit you're a little newer, right? About a year?
For where, Nick?
Or like chatting on shit? Chatting on stuff throughout?
Since like around the leading up to the draft, I've been watching, Jake for a couple of years and others, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so totally. So you're relatively a newer guy, but you have great takes, and you get all my jokes, and I love you.
Oh yeah, I'm
When
with
the
that.
fuck
I just
do you
turned
do
30.
jokes? When do you do jokes? This is breaking
I got
news.
sisters in their mid-40s, so yeah, dude. I was always hanging out with the older kids and stuff. I know it all from the early 90s.
He said
I'm
he gets your
80%
generation's humor.
20% facts. I love it.
How about that, Yeti? He just said he gets your generation's humor.
Well, I mean, he's not much older than me.
No, we've talked about this. So he has older sisters. So anytime I drop any stupid like chat or something from the 80s or 90s, Clancy gets it. And it's just like, boom, And I'm like, how the fuck do you know this stuff? How do you know this? How are you laughing? How are you commenting? How do you know this? And he's like, I got older sisters. So
I was listening to Wu-Tang when I was 10 years old.
Amen. Age difference. Yeah. I wish I could have listened to Wu-Tang at 10.
Thanks, Mo.
Nice. So, what's your thoughts on the firing?
Sorry, Nick, you brought
What's
me
your
on.
thoughts
Now
about
the
Ulrich?
conversation
What's your
got
thoughts
weird.
with the Jet situation right now, Yeti?
I'm cool with the firing. Okay, I'm cool with it. I didn't know if I hated Sella, but I don't hate him. I mean, I was never like team fire. I'm never that guy, but
yeah,
I get it. I totally get it. Things had to happen. Obviously it wasn't working. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but it was broke. So we had to fix it. So, and I don't know. Dude, this is AR's team. Whether we want to say or whatever, I think Aaron Rodgers runs this team. I trust him because I think he's played football for 20 years, and I've been a football fan for 40 years, so he's got half of it in that. I don't know. I just trust the guy. I think he knows a lot more than any coach you try to put in front of him. unless it's a gray-haired old, silver guy, like AR is gonna know more than that guy knows. So I don't know. It is what it is. I'm just gonna write it out, right?
Yep.
I don't have anything awesome to say on that. I get the firing. I see what happened. I understand why it happened. I don't want to see Lazard inside the 20s or outside of the 20s for the next 7 games. He's just an end zone threat. That's all I want him to be.
He's a suicide.
But also I have Tyler Conklin is the second best offensive player on the team. That's all I got.
And thank you. I do want to add something. The game that I watched, Alan Lazard does great. The game I'm at, Alan Lazard does great. In the last 2 games, I have not been able to really watch. And Alan Lazard has turned into the piece of shit Alan Lazard was with drops again.
Yeah, the fucking
and
drops,
I want to say
dude.
a
4 in
very
a game
big
is crazy. It's crazy. That can't be done.
Boomtown, get your notes ready. I do want to give a very big fuck you to myself for believing Alan Lazard was good. I knew he wasn't. I bought into a game or 2 where he looked nice, and now he is dropping like I did right down those fucking stairs last year on June 7th. Fuck Alan Lazard. Fuck everything that Alan Lazard stands for, and I will not watch the World Cup anymore because I know Alan Lazard likes soccer. That's it.
Right.
So, fuck me.
It sucks because he does something really good, and then he fucking just washes it away for 3 plays in a row. And you're like, come on, dude. I want to like you. And I've been
he's too inconsistent.
I was like, let's just watch Lazard
Yeti,
with AR.
if you don't like me by now, Yeti,
Clancy's
you're never going to
there.
like me. If you don't like me by now,
Yeah.
Yeti, you're never going to like me. It's just, we got to accept it.
Well, I like every show. I always like it.
I know you do. But,
he's too
Yeti, I got a
inconsistent.
couple other people waiting to pop in. In words of the fantastic Bobby Midnight, do you want to sing happy birthday to Clancy?
Does my face say enough? Happy birthday to
All right,
Clancy. All right, later, guys.
My
Later,
man,
pal.
Yeti. Thank
Be
you,
good,
brother.
man.
Later, brother.
Next up, we have someone who promised he would sing.
I made no promise, but if that's what you'd like, if that's what the people want,
I think that's what the world needs right now. That's what the Jets fan base needs right now today. We need
Clancy.
something that hasn't happened before. We need something that's going to unite the masses. Gary, drop it.
You want me to sing happy birthday to Clancy?
Yes.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Clancy. Happy birthday to you.
Very nice.
Well done.
Thank
Well
you, Gary.
done,
They used
That
to
a
call
first?
me Tony Bennett. That's what they called me.
Tony Bennett? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of the
I
voice,
haven't
obviously.
seen you. I haven't seen you since we met briefly at Pioneers in New York for the event. It was a pleasure meeting you. I know you had to run off to catch a flight, but it was nice getting to meet you in person finally, man.
It was. And Nick Shine is a big dude. So he's definitely got a spot on the Jet YouTube community offensive line for sure.
For real.
So you haven't seen the arm, Gary. You haven't seen the arm. Gary,
he can line up with the big fella.
I do have some boxing news for you.
All right.
At Pioneers, they had the boxing machine that you can test the
That
strength.
you hit and it, okay, yeah.
What
I
would
didn't
you
see it.
consider a good score on that? They go up to 999. Like, what would you consider like a good score for a non-boxer?
Well, so like, okay, a guy like you, your size, is going to hit a lot harder than a guy like Jake's size. But anything over 600 would be really good.
All right. What would you consider a 918?
That would be like off the charts. Like that would like you hit it with a baseball bat or something. Is that what you got?
That's what I got. Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's me.
That's really good.
Guys.
Thank you. All right. Show's over. We're not going to get any better than this. This is the peak of the show right here. Gary complimenting somebody.
I've seen people with that machine. They go wild, man.
This is an interesting comment by Gator. Gary has the voice of a meerkat being swallowed by a snake.
I like that you've turned into Charles Gorman and you just read comments from the chat without them being on air. You just go off on your own. I like it.
I had to read that one. That one was interesting.
Give me your thoughts on Salah being fired. We know how you feel about Joe Douglas, but I haven't heard many of your Salah takes. Give me your thoughts and give me what you think going forward.
I've kind of had the same opinion on Salah that Jake had. That's why it hasn't been discussed much because we can't go back and forth on it because we kind of agree on it. Okay. I wanted him to work out. I liked him as a dude. I liked his demeanor. Like when he's like, I'm not going to scream. I'm not going to knock the podium over. I like that from a head coach. Calm breeds calm. Panic breeds panic. I like Todd Bowles. I know everyone else hated Todd Bowles. I get it.
Man.
Yes. I woke up. I was talking to Nate about this, and I was like, Salah got fired. Whoa. Well, yeah, makes sense. Like, I mean, like you were surprised by it, but not shocked. Like, you know, I wasn't expecting to see that, but like when you think about it for 3 seconds, it's not shocking.
Yep.
I still think if you were going to do it, you should have fired him before the season started. Unless
if you're going into the season with your seat this hot that you get fired before Columbus Day, you should never went into the season to begin with, in my opinion. I totally agree with that. I said that earlier. I don't know if you caught it. But if your seat is that hot that 2 and 3 get you fired, you weren't the man for the job to begin with.
And that's what right around the draft, Jake had on Frankie V. And Frankie V said they should just fire him and hire Rabel. And I thought that was crazy. And then I listened to Frankie V lay it out. And I was like, you know what? If Salah's not the guy, if his seat's that hot, just stop the fight. Don't send him out for another round. Sit him on the stool. Yeah. Say, I'm pulling the mouthpiece. We're done. And hire Rabel. Yeah. That way you can have the whole offseason to prepare with Rabel. Unless, hear me out. What if the plan all along was, this is Salah's last shot. If it doesn't work out, Ulbricht is the next head coach. What if that was the plan? It's not a bad, like, Ulbricht's done everything you'd want him to do. What if, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that was the plan, if it wasn't Vrabel who was on deck, if it was Ulbricht, then I still would have made the decision to go with Ulbricht, but it makes more sense that way.
It's fair. It's fair. I mean, it sucks that you would think to go into a season that's all in, to think that would be a Jets thing, right?
It's going to stop the fight. If that's your mind thought, right? Just stop the fight right there, right? Like I would never put one of my fighters in the ring if he didn't think he could win. I'm not going to put him in danger, right? Yeah. If that's your thought,
you don't put him on a sideline if you don't think he's the guy for the job. Like,
exactly,
because you have months of preparation. You can't overhaul now. People saying today, bring in Mike Vrabel. You're not bringing in a head coach off the street in the middle of the season. Number one, not any respectable coach would take that fucking thing.
Yeah.
Because you're setting up a failure. Yeah. You want to put your staff together. You want to put your game plan together. You want to put your footprint on this team. The full foot with 5 toes. I get it. I beat you to it in the chat, assholes. You don't want to just go take on someone else's. If you're about to put the plate on the table and serve food, you don't come out as the chef and just put the plate down. You want to buy the ingredients. You want to prep everything. You want to put it all together and then have the presentation. You don't come take on somebody else's regime. That's what interim coaches are for. They've been in the meetings. They know the plan. They can adjust slightly, but they're not going to start from scratch on 6-7 days notice.
Yeah.
We're all in agreement on that. Now, I think there's 2 ways that this can go. This ship can sail or this ship can sink. And I think we're going to find out Monday. And like, it's not like either it's it's going to sink and it's going to get ugly, or they're going to turn this around. They're going to play to their talent, because I still think their talent is amongst the best in the league, especially if you could add Adams and a certain pass rushing DN.
Yeah.
Your
Be
team
nice.
is,
JJ got the bridge surgery. He's back
JJ,
already?
yeah, he's got a he had a miracle healing and he's ready to play.
We got Buffalo, Pittsburgh, New England, Houston. Next 4.
You go 3-1 and you're at 5-4. Okay.
2-0 in your division.
You beat Buffalo. You have to beat Buffalo.
Got to beat Buffalo. Got to.
You beat 3-0.
You
3-0
because you're beating. Yeah.
Yeah. Say you lost to Houston or Pittsburgh.
You beat Buffalo. You're 2-0 in the division, and then you got New England coming for another game. You could be 3-0 in the division. Our two of our 3 losses are NFC teams. Okay,
Yep.
so the only one we've lost is Denver in the AFC, and I don't think they're going to be around long term.
Maybe.
No,
you got to be Pitt for a potential wild card. You got to be.
They may win 8, 9 games though. They may win 8 or 9.
They could, but the goal is to get past that, right?
Definitely.
I still think it's possible, right? Like on this is interesting. On Memorial Day, I called in a Jake show about the Mets. I say the season's over. This is right after Jorge Lopez threw his glove in the stands and said this is the worst team in baseball. I'm like, he's not wrong. This team's a disaster. They have the highest payroll in the history of baseball, and they're trash. It's like this might be the worst team. Like he might not be wrong. And now we're 1 game from the NLCS.
Are you going to bring out a Gary Jinx right now? Are you going to drop another Gary Jinx and use your powers for good?
I'm just saying the season wasn't over, right? Like this is 2-3. If we win on Monday, we're in first place.
Yep.
Like this is not the college football season where if you start 2-3, your season's over. Like we can still win the division. We can still get a first round home game. Like there's still. We're 2-3. It's not the end of the world. I'm sure that you can go back in many years and there was a team that started off 2-3 and made the playoffs.
Jets started 1-4 in 2002, ended up 9-7.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the Bengals. Bengals are
last
1-4.
time we won the division. We started off 1-4. So
that's crazy.
All right, Gary, I appreciate you coming on. Thank you for singing "Happy Birthday." That was a moment. That
anything for Clancy.
That's
nice,
awesome.
Man. Thank
you. Gary, pleasure meeting you again, my friend. And until next time we talk, be well, buddy.
Thanks for taking my call.
Be good. Next up, we have a man who is internationally known on the microphone. He has traveled the world. He probably has jet lag. He worked. He's tired. And he said, you know what? I'm coming on to sing. Let's bring in Rick Kent. What's up, buddy?
Hey, I don't know how well known I am, but I just wanted to say a happy birthday to my friend, Clancy, C-Note, the man. He's a legend in his own mind. He's a legend in all our minds. Everybody loves Clancy. He's Fancy Clancy. He's the pride of Tom's River. The hell with Todd Frazier and Al Leiter and all those bums.
Yeah.
Wait, Al Leiter's from Tom's River? Of
course.
I didn't know that.
How do you not know that?
Breaking news.
So's Mark Leiter, his brother.
Yep.
Thanks.
I faced Mark Leiter Jr. a couple of times.
Did you really?
Yeah, in a Summerwood Bat League. Yep.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, happy birthday to you, Clancy. You're a good man.
Rick, you're my man. Thank you. I appreciate you, man.
And Nick, I have something to show you.
What is that?
It's a box.
Oh, with a helmet in it, a signed helmet.
I haven't unboxed it yet. I was thinking of unboxing it in the DP.
Oh, yeah, you should do that on air. That'd be a great reveal because the helmet is not in there.
There's something in there. It rattles around when I shake it. But
I'm glad you got it.
Thank
you again for helping out.
It's from Nick Shine, care of the UPS store in Woodbridge, New Jersey.
Do not be telling these lunatics in the chat where I live. What is wrong with you?
I didn't read the address of the UPS store. I don't want them coming in.
JP, thank you.
So London was a good time. I missed you guys.
It looked like you had a great trip, man.
It looked great. Everything you share. I think Carly said before that your pictures were the best part of the trip.
Well, thank you.
It looked
Thank
great,
you.
man. I'm
Thank
happy that you had a good time.
It's very kind and sweet. It would have been a lot better had Rodgers not thrown the ball right at Stephon Gilmore.
That was awful.
And as poorly as the Jets played, they still almost won that game.
That was just like the feeling of Zach
part.
last year against the Raiders. We're going down the field, even with Zach, we're like, we're gonna win this game. And then sure enough,
well, they did. They got the ball with less than 3 minutes left, and they marched down the field, and they were at the 26, and then he threw that pick. That's the worst
he
game.
Got impatient. He got impatient all of a sudden. If we would have just kept doing what we were doing, 2-3 more plays, we would have punched it in. It felt like.
Lazard dropped the touchdown pass, though it was a tough catch, but it hit him right in the hands.
Conklin
and
too.
Garrett Wilson was wide open because the defender fell down and Rodgers overthrew him.
Oh my God!
All he had to do was lob the ball to him. Easy pitch and catch, and he would have been gone.
Rick, Modine says it's a broken mug. Snowball says it's Nick's toe. Scott says I put a vibrator in there. I would not give away a vibrator for free, Scott. I'm not hanging on to those. Okay. Listen, I love a good prank, but I'm not sacrificing for the prank.
It just might be a paperweight in there or something.
It's a big toe.
Now, it's a green helmet. It's a black Sharpie. I couldn't get the silver Sharpie to him. If you look on the bottom of it, on the bottom of the box, I scribbled a little bit with the silver Sharpie to make sure it worked. I tried to get the Sharpie to Brees, but Brees already had a black Sharpie, so that's why it signed in black Sharpie. But I will say this. There's a little bit of kid's blood, sacrificial blood on the front of the helmet. Tom Ace will testify, and Carly will testify that it was justified.
A, that's the best part, and B, that all goes towards the provenance that it's actually hand signed by Brees. If the blood of children are mixed in with the Sharpie, couldn't ask for anything more.
It's official.
Spare no, and then this is why I'm happy that you won the helmet with the spin, because I know you would appreciate the sacrifice those little bastards made.
Absolutely, the sacrifice of children is not wasted on me, my friend.
You know what, man? There's a standard we keep here on the show, and I'm very happy that you're a part of it.
Well, thank you.
Oh wow, that escalated quickly. What's in the box? Gwyneth Paltrow's head. No, it's a Gwyneth Paltrow vagina scented candle.
No,
she has those.
7.
I'm not looking that up. She has a candle that
yes,
Google
I know
it. All right,
I know. I don't
I'm not making that shit up.
I have a coworker who has one. I don't have to. I have a coworker who orders her lunch from Goop Kitchen, which is owned by Gwyneth Paltrow, and a salad is $35.
She's overpaid. Good night, ISU. Thanks for watching,
ISU,
brother.
Thanks, man. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. $35.
Yeah. But you get that reference, don't you, Nick?
Yeah,
Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
Which one?
You get that reference, Gwyneth Paltrow's head in the box. It's from the movie. It's from the movie 7.
Yeah. Good movie.
At the end of the movie, they deliver a box to Brad Pitt.
Oh, that's her?
Yeah. And
when he's out in the field, that's her?
Whose head was in the box.
I didn't remember that it's her.
Yeah.
Killer found out where he lived, and he went and visited the wife.
I do remember him crying out in the field when he gets the box,
and then he shoots him. That was the last kill that the killer wanted, was for Brad Pitt to kill him. That completed the 7 sins.
All right, spoiler alerts, Clancy. Calm the fuck down.
It came out 23 years ago.
That movie's 30 years old, for crying out loud. If you haven't seen it by now,
right, Clancy. You got to give the chat warning if you're going to spoil movies on here.
It's like people who haven't seen The Sopranos yet.
Whoa! Don't tell me how it ends.
Fade to black.
Nobody knows how it ends. Damn you, Rick.
I know how it ends, but my version is different than everybody else who talks on it.
Right? That's what they wanted. That's what David Chase wanted, right? The open interpretation.
That's true. So was the stadium fun? And
the movie hasn't even been released in Canada yet, Rick. Look what you're doing. Poor Boomtown. It's a coming attraction in Canada.
Sorry,
my God.
Poor Boomer living
my
in the
God. Poor Boom.
Clancy, what'd you say?
There goes
I said, so
Trevor.
like, how was the game? I know we started out bad right away, but just the atmosphere was fun.
The atmosphere was all Minnesota. It was clearly a Minnesota home game. Jet fans were outnumbered at least 10-1, if not more.
Wow.
There were 61,000 people there. It looked like 45,000 of them were wearing purple. All I saw was purple in the stands. And I'll tell you something else. They brought that giant drum that idiot in the Viking outfit bangs, and it leads some stupid chant that they do called they say Skål because it's Swedish, and that chant is possibly the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And the fans can't even do it in time. They all clap at a different time. It's
out of rhythm. Yeah, out of rhythm.
It's all out of rhythm.
Did you think a bunch of Northern European white people were gonna be like as good as like Belle Biv DeVoe? What were you expecting?
The most shocking thing somebody told me was that the Minnesota Vikings have the number one largest fan base in Europe. They're the number one team in all of Europe, which shocked me that they would be big in the UK since the Viking. They didn't like the Vikings. The Vikings.
Yeah, really.
They beat the Vikings in 1066 before they lost to the Normans.
They came down from Scandinavia.
I don't think many of those people will know that either.
Yeah, but anyway, the stadium is awesome. It's fairly new and it's really beautiful. It's in kind of a crappy neighborhood, but the worst thing getting out of there has got to be worse than MetLife, because I took a train and a bus to get there. And you get the bus, when you get off the train, it says 30-minute walk to the stadium. So I picked up a bus there and got there in 10 minutes. Getting out, all 61,000 people were walking down the same street.
Oh my God!
The street was closed to traffic, so the bus couldn't go through. So we all had to walk to the same train station. It took like an hour because thousands of people were trying to get into the same train station. But it was cool because I didn't even have to look at Google Maps. I just got swept up with the crowd.
Follow the crowd, right?
Yeah, exactly. But it was awesome. I was hanging out with a couple of guys from Jake's chat, Dark Knight Steve and his brother Daytona Joe. I was hanging out with them before the game. I was hanging out with Lee Van the day before.
I saw that. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that he recognized me. I'm at this party and I'm by myself. I'm kind of walking around. And I hear somebody go, "Hey, Mr. Kent." And I turned around and he goes, "I'm Lee Van." And I went, "Oh, nice. Lee, how are you?"
He's such a nice guy. He's really cool.
Very, very
really
nice.
Is. I've met him a couple times. I saw him at the preseason game for the Panthers, and then he was part of the group that we did for the Patriot game.
He sat through the Met game with us just because he wanted to watch the Yankees at 11:30, and I watched about half the Yankee game with him because Altoona Sandwich and I watched the Yankee game with him because we felt bad leaving him there at midnight by himself.
That game was long.
Jake was still there. Jake stayed for the whole Yankee game till 3 a.m., he said.
He said that. Jake barely slept that trip.
Rick Kent is the D-man of global history.
Jake barely slept and drank a lot, man. For a small guy, he put it away.
Nice.
Hey, Ithaca College, the party up there.
Oh yeah, well they got a drink to stay warm up in Ithaca.
Yeah,
they got snow up to here. There, my brother went to Cortland. I know about that area.
Absolutely, yeah. It's good to be 29.
London was a great time. The guys from Gangrene UK and Green Smoke, they were so awesome. They were so much fun and they were so welcoming. And they had put together this informal walking tour on Friday afternoon, and basically we walked between about 5 pubs and then finished up at a pub at 4 o'clock and stayed there till about midnight.
Nice.
But it was there were like 40 of us maybe, and we're all wearing Jet stuff, and we're walking through the streets of London chanting the Jets chant. Every time we saw someone dressed as in Minnesota Vikings gear, we started yelling at them. You suck. We're going to kill you. They were like, "Oh, hello, boys. Best of luck to you on Sunday." They were so nice.
That's the worst, when you talk shit to somebody and they're like super polite in return. Like, you want the banter, right? You engage because you want that. We're going to kick your fucking ass. You don't want Oh, hello, mate.
Oh, boys. You know, they were all from Minnesota. They had that accent. And they're like, oh, best of luck to you, boys.
Oh, man, that's funny.
And I had a real loudmouth Minnesota fan sitting near me. He was really obnoxious.
Oh.
And he was with a friend who was rooting for the Jets, and the friend was next to me, and the guy was on the other side of him. And at one point, he was saying to me, Jet fans aren't saying too much. Hey, how come you're not saying anything too much? He says to me. So I turned to him and I said, you're not from Minnesota, are you? And he looked at me and he goes, no, I'm not. I'm from Maine. I said, yeah, I can tell. And then I said, you know, he actually turned out to be a decent guy. He was just a little drunk. And
That's good.
He lived in Croatia, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, it's beautiful there.
He goes, put it on your butt.
Hashtag fuck Bill Belichick. Okay, continue.
No, he didn't fuck Bill Belichick.
No,
he's
Bill
Croatian.
Belichick. Earlier in the show, I thought Bill Belichick, we were talking about Salah having the Lebanese flag. Last year, Belichick wore what I thought was Poland, but someone corrected me in the chat. It was Croatia. So now that you mentioned Croatia, hashtag fuck Bill Belichick.
Yeah, fuck Bill Belichick. Whoever is in the chat saying hire Belichick, you don't know anything about anything. He's not getting hired by the Jets under any circumstances for any reason.
Woody would never take that chance of getting embarrassed again.
No, he coached a team for a day and then he quit. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
And plus,
you don't ever do that. No,
he's
it's
horrible.
Not even, no one. I don't think Woody would ever offer, and I don't think Belichick would ever entertain the offer.
He's terrible without Brady.
They didn't even want to go. Parcells and Belichick did some documentary. They didn't even want to go into the Jet locker room. That's how much they hate the Jets.
Well,
so there's no way it's ever happening.
Well, he doesn't even like Parcells because that's one of the reasons he quit was Parcells was the GM. He was moving up to GM and they wanted Belichick to be coach. And he just went, nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'll go to the page.
I do want to say this. I just noticed something. Last 2 years, we started off 5-2 and 4-3. It's time to bring back that logo. It's time to bring back this logo. This is a winning logo, baby.
The logo they have is fun. I like the logo that they have. It looks good. Hey,
it looks
get this.
Great, but we're not getting results.
Get this. I brought a Jets hat with me, and I left it. I was going to wear it to the game, and I left it in my hotel room. So I bought a hat at the game that says London 2024 on the bill, and it's got a London patch. And I also bought a Minnesota hat for one of the named partners of my firm is from Minnesota. So I said to him, do you want a hat that says London on it? He goes, yeah, if they have one. So I bought one for him.
Nice.
And and I also bought my coworker, who's a young lady who her parents are from England and she spent a lot of time there. And she asked me to buy her these chips called hula hoops. And I bought 2 giant bags of them in 2 different flavors. One that she had told me was her favorite flavor. And I was packing my stuff to go home. And I had, mostly dirty clothes, which I put in my suitcase. And I had some clean clothes that I didn't wear. So I put them in a shopping bag along with the 3 hats and the 2 bags of hula hoops. And I was going to take it on the plane as my personal item. Well, I go, my Uber comes, it's not even an Uber. My ride comes to pick me up. We're halfway to the airport and I realized I forgot the bag in my hotel.
Oh, shit.
So I called.
Let me guess. You need me to ship that to you too.
No, the hotel shipped it to me. I called the hotel and they said they'll ship it to me, but they're going to charge me the shipping costs. I get a note from them later in the day. It's been shipped. They charged me 63 pounds to ship it. That's like $75.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I thought you were going to say 150, 200 or something.
Yeah, well, it's for 3 baseball hats, a long sleeve shirt, and a Maniac sweatshirt, and a Super Bowl 3 T-shirt. That's
good. They're going to send it to you there.
Yeah, they sent it to me. The people at the hotel were very, very nice and accommodating. They were great.
Good.
The room was. I had always heard that the rooms are very small in hotels in England, but I was really shocked at how small the room was. It was tiny.
Wow.
Worse than New York City?
About the same. Although the last time I stayed in a hotel in New York City, which was in the late 80s, I was working at a law firm that took us to New York for the the Christmas party, and they put us up at the Parker Meridian Hotel. I had a king size bed, but it literally was touching both walls.
The walls, yeah. You got to crawl to the front of the bed to get off.
And if you open the door really hard, you would hit the bed with the door. This room was, the bed was a twin, which I haven't slept on since I moved out of my parents' house in 1984.
College,
but at least the bed was comfortable. But the room was like a jail cell. It was really tiny. But I only slept.
We do have about 2.5 minutes left in Clancy's birthday. You're more than welcome to hang out, Rick, but I do have to sing happy birthday to him.
Oh, please don't let me stop you.
Give me one moment to prep.
Don't let the sound of me retching stop you.
Yeah, so the small room makes you want to go out and about, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, I was out and about, and one of the best things one of my favorite things to do is just hang out in London. It's just such a cool town to be in.
It's awesome, man.
So I like Woodbridge.
All right, here we go. Rick, I'm going to remove you for a moment, and then I'll bring you back in, right? Clancy, you're a good dude.
I'm going to turn down
You're
my
a good
lights.
friend. You're a loyal viewer. And I appreciate you, your friendship, and everything you bring to the Discord, to the chat, and to my life on a personal level. Happy to call you a friend. So I'm gonna ruin that right now by making this very awkward for you.
Likewise.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have never seen this, buckle up. This is my Marilyn Monroe happy birthday song to Clancy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Clancy. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Happy birthday, buddy.
Phew. Gotta wipe the sweat off.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
I have to close my eyes or else I'll laugh if I make eye contact with anyone during that.
That was just beautiful.
It was.
Brought a tear to the
Wait a minute. If this tradition stopped, not one viewer would miss it. Well, Nate, I hope you struck a bag of dicks.
You know, my favorite part of that was when Clancy turned his light down. He goes, "Let me turn my light down."
It's gonna be extra bright on for a few hours now.
Well, you're getting a sunburn from.
Did you guys hear me or no? I think the computer refreshed.
It was choppy. I heard like half a bag of dicks.
Yeah, well, that was the important part. Nate, I hope you have a horrible time typing after eating the entire bag of dicks that you're eating right now. Enjoy.
Oh, come on. Nate's a good guy.
He's a piece of shit.
He's a crap.
Random follow-up show plug. Nate will be co-hosting with me tomorrow night at 9:00. That might be the greatest plug ever. Nate shits on me. I tell him to eat a bag of dicks. Hey, we're doing a show together tomorrow night.
Gary let him go for an evening. He usually co-hosts with Gary.
Oh, is there drama that I was unaware of?
No drama.
Woohoo, Nate and Jay.
Jay causes drama by asking for the 24-hour stream.
Gator, to quote your wife, go to fuck the bed.
Let weed come on with the picture now.
I do have to pee. Rick, please continue your stories, and
right.
I'll be back in a moment.
All right.
I mean, you went on a fucking trip halfway around the world. I want to hear more about it.
It was just funny the way you said it.
I watched 5 movies in each direction on the plane for the.
Damn it, I'm not leaving for this. What movies?
The best one the one that I like the most is let's see if I can remember the name of it. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
I like that.
It was really good. The Guy Ritchie World War II movie. It was great. That was the one I liked the most. I also liked.
Are these all new movies you've never seen before, or were you
Yeah,
like watching? Oh, okay.
well,
So these were all brand new movies.
Not brand new, but most of them were from this year. I did watch I watched Kill Bill, which was old and I've seen, but I had time.
Fuck
Always
Gwyneth
great.
Paltrow. Fuck Gwyneth Paltrow.
No, that's not her.
Gwyneth Paltrow's not in that movie.
She's not in Kill Bill. Oh, Uma
No.
Thurman. Listen, if you're a snobby, blonde-haired Hollywood, you're all the same to me.
Same thing.
You're all the same.
It's a good movie. I liked it. I saw something. It wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, but it wasn't bad. It's a movie with Michael Keaton. It's called Knox Goes Away. And he directed it, and he plays a hitman who's got early onset of dementia, and he's starting to slip. And
put Gator's comment on there.
What did Gator say? I can't see the chat.
Rick also watched the stewardess's ass jiggle down the aisle. Rick is old enough to call them a stewardess too.
Well, you know what's funny is I remember the day when they were younger than they are now. They're a couple of old crows on the work.
Yeah. They've been in the union a long time.
Long time.
Years ago, the ass was here, and now the ass is down here.
They were thin.
And I'm going to go pee on that note.
Yeah, they started at Pan Am. Now they're at
yeah, exactly.
Delta.
I'm trying to think. I can't even remember most of the movies I saw. I'm really exhausted. I got home last night, and
you don't gotta tell me all the movies. I don't. I mean, you know what I mean.
I got home about 7:30, which was like 4:30 in the morning for me, and I stayed up till 11 and couldn't sleep. I woke up about 1 in the morning, and then I went to work today, and was the busiest I've ever been. And
oh my God,
I didn't even come close to getting caught up today, and I still have 19 assignments waiting for me from today, left over from today for tomorrow, and who knows what else will come into me tomorrow. So it'll take me all week to get caught up, but it was worth it. It was a good time. I hung out with Jake. Sure. Jake is awesome in person. Starts yelling my name out halfway through everything. Wherever we were, he's yelling my name. Rick Kent is here.
Yeah, it looked like a blast, man.
And in the group picture, both he and I are flanking the two leaders of the two groups, and we're holding the British flag. It was fun. It was a good time.
Oh, see, I saw the big picture. Yeah, I didn't realize where you two were in it. I knew you were in it somewhere.
Well, the one with the flag in it, we're each on the side, on the end of the flag, and the other one we're just in the middle of the picture.
Awesome. It really was. It's great to see. We were living vicariously through your trip.
Hey, you should have come with me. It would have been a good time.
That's what she said.
It is what she said.
Yes, it is. Nice.
Should have come with me instead of 20 minutes before me.
In separate rooms. In separate houses.
Well, you don't have to go that far.
My wife's a flight attendant and prefers to be called the stewardess. Nice.
She's old school.
Awesome. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, well,
everything about Gary is old school, man. He's an old school guy.
All right, that's
me too.
Nice.
Clancy, 30 seconds and your birthday's over.
Hey.
Oh, it's over. It's,
no, it's already over. Yeah, it's already over.
My show started. No, if you're looking at the counter in the top left, I started at 10:05.
Oh, okay.
It's all right. I mean, it's still Tuesday night to me, so it's all good.
Exactly.
Listen, it's only 5 after 9 and Tuesday night for me, so
exactly. It's still my birthday out west.
Absolutely. West Coast C Note is still a birthday.
It actually started early because of Australia. Sarah was wishing me happy birthday on Monday.
Oh, I thought Sarah was done with
She was completely like off with the days. It was Monday night at 7 o'clock here, and to her, it was Tuesday already. So she's like, she's messaging during Bobby's show. Everyone's got to sing happy birthday to Bobby, and I'm like, oh, Clancy, happy birthday. He's like, no, it's tomorrow. I'm like, oh shit, because for Sarah, it's tomorrow already.
Time difference, exactly.
My brother was yesterday.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, Sarah's taking a break. We won't just see her all the time like we did, but she'll be around.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start wrapping up the show. It's time to drop your What Did We Learn? These should be interesting, especially with people we had on tonight, the stories that we heard. And I'm very curious always to see what people absorb and remember from the show. And Boomtown just, 2 hours of talking, a lot gets said, a lot gets forgotten. And then Boom always wraps it up beautifully and then captures all the great moments. And even some subtle ones that like you might totally forget.
Oh, yeah. He catches all those.
It's fantastic. And I know Boom had a comment earlier, like, do you think I'm not paying attention or like, do you have to alert me? No, but I just like to remind the other viewers that it's your time to shine and that it's going to stand out. That it's paying you homage by it doing that little announcement for you.
Boom
just
hangs
to let everybody know that you're the fucking best.
Boom hangs on your every word, Nick.
He's always working.
He's a great guy. He's a great guy.
Yes, he is.
Well, he's from Canada. Of course, he's nice.
Yep.
Oh, he's from Canada? Oh, he's dead to me. Fuck him.
It's almost as nice as people from Minnesota, apparently.
Minnesota's just basically southern Canada.
Yeah, it's Canada and Jace.
It's a suburb of Canada.
We learned that Nick never gives away free dildos. Never. You did not.
I learned that Gator finally got my name right in the chat.
Nice.
He
Rob B, I've never even heard air whores. They're like Air Jordans, except they're mattresses.
Air whores?
Air whore. Yes, they allow women to get higher. And
I
some
never
men.
heard of them, but if Rob V likes it, it's okay with me because Rob V is a great guy.
What do you think Robert Saleh is doing right now? Wrong answers only. Well, according to Joe Beningo, bombing the Middle East.
I think Robert Saleh's preparing an offensive game plan for Monday night.
Calling Sean McDermott and revealing all the secrets.
Yeah, he probably just went and got a hotel room and got a bunch of blowing hookers.
Jesus.
Then he called Sean McDermott.
Yeah.
Somehow I don't see that.
Yeah. Like a third of the way through the bag, the ideas go off, and you're like, oh, all right, now I'm tuned up. I'm ready for this.
Robert Saleh is replacing Boy Green at 3:00 on Friday afternoons on the Jake Asman show.
That's an upgrade.
That's Matt.
That's an upgrade. Texting Beningo for a tea time tomorrow. Scott Foster, I learned that Gwyneth Paltrow's head fits in a box. I learned that Gwyneth Paltrow and Uma Thurman are not the same person. I learned there are air whores. Very good, Kim. I learned because I think it was after midnight. I went to bed last night, and then I woke up like an hour and a half in to pee, and somehow ended up in the Discord party for 40 fucking minutes after an hour and a half of sleep.
We were in there till 4. We were in there almost 4.
I woke up at 4:35 to pee again, and I checked, and everyone was gone. I was like, all right, good. Even
Kim
Jay
was
was
there.
gone.
At least Jay wasn't sleeping in there at 4:30 in the morning.
So since it was after midnight, I learned that Kim is married. Also, not going to acknowledge any of Kim's comments in the chat anymore after finding this out. Moving along. Yeah, Discord. There's some, and you know what, Nate? I'm taking credit because it all started with a fake breaking news that got everyone to flood it, and it was like 6 hours of Discord after that.
I saw that in the lobby that you wrote breaking news Discord party, and then like 3 people who don't usually go into the Discord party were complaining in the lobby that it was clickbait.
Whatever. Tell them to go fucking cry. Tell them to go cry.
If you don't like it,
Hawk's like, I left a family dinner. I'm like, Hawk, you're fucking nutritionist. You're not having dinner at 10:03 p.m. You fucking liar. Hawk eats at 6 o'clock and then starts the intermittent fasting. There's no way Hawk was at dinner at 10 o'clock.
Baby birds can eat later.
Yeah.
Exactly. The worm. You got to get up early to get the worm anyway. Actually, hawks eat rats.
Yeah, little bunnies and stuff.
Gator learned that Nick can leave his shoe even when he even when he doesn't have a co-host, either to pee or drop a load of laundry. I will never, ever do laundry again during a show. And if I do, I will never tell any of you. I'm a single guy. I'm not married. I don't have other people to do my laundry for me. I'm an independent human being. If that intimidates you, I'm sorry.
Hey, Ted does the laundry for his whole family while he's talking on the Bobby Show. And Jay Quest does the laundry for his whole family. So
yeah.
It's okay.
Nate, the crazy thing is we were talking about firing Salah the same time Woody Johnson was.
Yeah, it's true.
Nice.
That is amazing.
We talked about it for hours last night.
Yeti, I learned that if doing 2 shots and 2 bongs on hold makes me sound like an idiot on the call. On the call in. Also, Rick looks slick in that blue 3 button.
You know it.
It's a full button-down shirt, Yeti. It's not. It's a dress shirt. 3 button.
How far down were you going with those buttons, Rick? How far down were you going?
Down.
Hey
Down the Charles territory, my friend.
You might be 3 hours behind, but it's 12 o'clock where you are, baby.
You got it.
Charles territory.
You got it.
Rob V. I learned Nick Keith more than any human I ever met. Not a shot, Nick. Calm down. I know you have diabetes. Well, the last thing you do is
first thing you say after no offense. Yeah.
Nick, I got up 4 times during my flight to pee, Nick. You're not alone.
Hey, I'm almost 40.
All right.
I'm well over 40.
You know what I got to do? Wait. All right, hold on. I got to read Rob V's comments as Rob V. Hold on. I love Nick Pease more than any human I ever met. Not a shot, Nick. Calm down. I know you have diabetes.
That's not half bad, actually.
I hear that fucking voice in my head all day now. That's how I read everyone's tweets as Rob V in my head.
That's what you should have Rob V come on and read a few chats. That's great.
Here's what we should do. Me and Rob come on, we turn our cameras off and we argue, and then people have to pick which Rob they want the argument to win.
You do dueling Rob V's. It's perfect.
You motherfucker, you fucking calling now at the fucking end of the show.
You motherfucker, you fucker mother.
You know I had to call in for this one.
You know you had to call in. I already called in.
You know I had to call in for
What
this
do you
one.
know?
I had to get you back for that calm down comment before, dickhead.
Hey, well, you calling a dickhead? I'm walking around in my house with a hood on too.
Yo,
pal.
listen, bro. I'll call Dave Brigger and have you send up the river in 2 minutes, bro.
How you going in the river? You can't even swim.
You'll be fucking. I can't even.
Wait, did I just out-rob you? I win.
This should be a regular segment, by the way.
I was gonna say something, but it wasn't appropriate, bro.
Proper decorum kept them from saying something.
I had to keep my mouth closed.
This should
But
be
I
a regular.
had to call in for that. Yo, you told me to calm down before. I felt some type of way, bro.
Who told you to calm down?
It's horrible on my vocal cords. There's no way I'm gonna keep doing your voice. I don't even know how you
not
have a voice
easy.
day after day talking like that.
You got to be born that way to talk like that. That's how.
You got to smoke for 20
you're
years.
from Jersey, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob, aren't you from Brooklyn originally?
Queens, New York. You heard?
Oh, Queens. Well, I'm from
Just said I'm from Jersey.
Where are you from? Where in Queens are you from?
73
right next to you, Hollis,
260th Street.
Yeah. I'm from Hollis originally.
Yeah, I'm from 214th.
Oh, I lived on 204th.
Wow.
I was 214th at Jamaica, Vanderveer.
I lived 204th Street and Francis Lewis Boulevard.
Yes, exactly. And you were close.
I grew up in fucking
Bobby
Isla, New Jersey, West George Street, number 30.
Next
Yo,
to Edison.
listen, I've had it with that. Let's go. Enough
Enough of that.
Wait till the watch
Rob?
party, bro. 6'3" don't scare me, bro.
How about 918 on the
6'3",
Richter
330
scale?
don't scare me, bro.
Wait, this would be tremendous. If you're not going to do it, I'm going to do it. This is also a prelude. Fuck you, Nate. Rob, will you sing Happy Birthday to Clancy? If not, I will sing it as you.
No, I can't. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I just hope that the whole show knows
Here
that
we
this
go.
is all a joke.
Debuting the new
performing monkey,
Clancy.
you know.
Will you allow me to sing you Happy Birthday, even though it's past midnight? As
Of
Rob?
course, of course.
I'll sing it with you.
All right, hold on. No. We're going to do the Rob version. You think Rob V from Queens, Sting from 214th Street, sings the original Happy Birthday song? Hell no. He goes like this.
Birthday.
Hey, fuck, it's your birthday.
Oh, my God.
Get the fuck out of here. I didn't fucking know. You just told me it's your birthday. How about that?
Bro, what do you want me to do? I've been talking like that since I've been a kid. I can't change it now.
Don't change, please.
I need your mom's phone number because I'm going to call her. Hey, Ma, I lost my phone. It's my new number. Text me here and see if she just starts messaging me.
Didn't you hear the story of my brother's fucking best man speech?
That what?
Didn't you hear the story about my brother's best man speech?
Yes,
Where?
yes.
At your wedding?
Good. What
I
happened?
didn't hear it. You'll tell me another time. I haven't heard it.
Yeah. It's not my time to shine right now. No pun intended.
It's Nick's
Don't
turn
you
to
fucking take shots at my name. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I don't like to be the center of attention, unlike most people.
It's just like to be in the center of my own hood indoors at all times.
Bro, I'm always cold because I like it cold, dude. My fucking wife hates it. Listen, I'm going to get off. I love you guys. And if anyone in the chat or was watching that thinks this was serious, we were 100% joking.
Of course.
Come for Rob. Nobody thinks
We love Rob. Man.
Rob, you're a great humanitarian.
Love
you.
Fuck you, Nick.
Be good, buddy. Fuck me.
I'll
Fuck
see you
you.
Monday
Fuck
night.
us. We're the same guy. Oh.
That's
Yo,
how Jersey
watch
Jack
out
people.
for me and Dave Brigger, bro. We're coming Monday night, bro.
Don't mess with Dave Brigger, man. That guy's badass.
Me and Dave Brigger driving together.
He's going to come in from Pennsylvania.
Is that really a thing?
Bro, I'm going to meet
doubt
Dave Brigger somewhere in fucking Pennsylvania. We're going to drive back to Jersey, and we're going to fucking hunt him down.
What, are you going to kidnap him?
We're going to fucking put him in the trunk.
And you're going to drive to Pittsfield, Mass to pick up...
You're going to put me in the trunk?
And then I'm going to...
Oh, man, don't do that. I'm claustrophobic.
Nick,
I'd rather
you
just
think
shoot
fit
me
in
in the
the
back
trunk?
of the head.
That better be a Cadillac if you put
I'd
me
rather
in.
you
I don't
just
even know
shoot
if
me.
you would fit in the trunk.
You know what? You don't even have to shoot me. I'll take myself out. I just do not. I'm claustrophobic. I do not want to be in a trunk. Not no.
No, I don't have guns, bro.
I'll take care of it myself. Don't worry. I got you covered.
Too many felonies
Rob.
for that. Yo, I love you guys.
Love you too, pal. Be good, man.
Rob, you're the
Thanks,
best.
Rob.
All right,
He is the
Boomtown.
best, man. Love
He's
Rob.
too funny, yeah.
Boomtown. Oh, coming in with a late question. Does Brick give you Dan Campbell vibes?
A little
Leadership
bit.
and passion, yes.
Yeah.
Idiotic decision making, God, I hope not.
Dan Campbell's a big gambler as a head coach. Always goes for it on fourth down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He double downs on like on a 19.
And he is a throwback
Very
as well, though. You're
irrational.
right. He's kind of a combination of both. Just a passion, though, like you said.
I like Dan Campbell's personality. When they were on Hard Knocks, he was great.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
You like coaches based off their personalities? Come on.
Plus, I like Jeff Ulbrich on Hard Knocks. I thought, when the Jets were on Hard Knocks, Ulbrich consistently showed me head coach material.
Yeah, and Lions are good, man. Look at the Lions now.
Yeah. Dan Campbell.
Boomtown.
This works out.
Go ahead, please, and drop the what did we learn? And for everybody who Ricky and others who are in Florida, please stay safe. We're praying for you guys.
Yeah.
I just saw that Nate said, Ricky New York Live, you have alligators. We have Dave Briga. Poor Dave's getting a bad rap.
Ah, it's a good one.
Dave's a good guy.
Not the rap he needs. It's the rap he deserves.
Yeah, he's really cool.
All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The only reason to watch the show is the recap. Boomtown learned Nick just needs his Jets coach to have a beard to be happy. Do you pull in or pull off when you get fired? Addison has been bricked up for over 12 hours. Please consult the doctor. Bonus, Joe B is a first-class ass. Woody hates kids. If Devontae sits down besides Rodgers tomorrow, weed will be fully erect. Sauce has been blessed by the bearded god. Very nice. Double bonus, Nick doesn't consider Biden to be an eloquent speaker. Yeti has jokes. Fuck Nick, fuck Lazard, and fuck the World Cup. Nick is a polar bear with diabetes. Rick Kent almost doxed Nick. Triple bonus, Rick, don't mind the blood on the helmet. Nick, don't give my vibrators. Nick doesn't give vibrators for free. Wait, Nick doesn't give away vibrators for free. I got to stop laughing while I'm reading. Nick says, fuck Gwyneth Paltrow, even if she wasn't in Kill Bill. Rob V got out-robbed by Nick. Very late edition there. Late edition. Very well done, Boom.
You see what Rob wrote in the chat? Rob V wrote in the chat that Nate said Dave Briga knows where Jimmy Hoffa's buried.
Nice. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap for tonight. Very interesting day in the Jets world, and I really, really hope that they bring in Devontae now. I need positive Jet news. I need something that gets the momentum going upward. I don't want the drama. I'm happy that Woody Johnson made the move. I think it was the right time. As I said last week, if they lose going into London, he's got to be fired. They did it. So now I'm saying you got to bring in Devontae now. Now's the time to make the change. Buffalo won't know what's coming at them. New head coach, new game plan, new things implemented, changes, old things scrapped. They won't know what's coming out on film. They won't know what the attack's going to be. Jeff Ulbrich, my bearded friend, we are all rooting for you. Turn this season around. Keep our dreams alive. 2-3 is not a dead season. You win one game, you're in first place in your division.
Yep.
You win 2 games, you've beaten 2 of the playoff contenders in the AFC. You beat the Patriots, that's 3 games. And then it's Halloween, and a lot of us will all be together for that game. There's no way we're losing that game.
A team that we beat last year with Zach.
Yeah. Well, we also beat Denver last year with Zach, so slow down, Clancy.
What if Hassan Reddick shows up tomorrow saying, "Oh, I was waiting for that asshole Salah to be fired"?
Oh my! And then Devontae after that. Oh my god!
Wow, what if he shows up quoting Joe Beningo? He'd be like, "Thank God they got rid of the coach from Lebanon."
Did he say that?
Dude,
he thinks that's the reason he was fired.
He said it on Jake's show that it's a cringe watch. Like if you go to Brian Costello posted it on the New York Post with the link to Jake's show on the New York Post with Beningo saying it.
Wow.
I just caught the tail end of Beningo on. I don't get him. I don't live in New York, so I don't even know who he is. He's just some grouchy old guy to me.
Basically. But he has been entertaining for you. But yes, in a nutshell, yes.
I gotta tell you, today it's going to be tough to find it. It is in the Discord somewhere. Someone posted it, but this was the most active day we've ever had in there. I can't wait for days where we have positive news.
Well, that was positive news.
Yeah, and
I guess, right?
It's addition by subtraction.
Yep.
That's fair. You know what? Did I find it?
Brian Costello posted a link to Jake's show in the New York Post.
How about that?
He put the video clip of it from a tweet that somebody had in the article.
That's crazy. That's so amazing.
That's something, right? One day Jake, he'll be on them shows. drive time in the afternoon.
Jake's.
I don't follow Costello, but let me pull him up. I'm sure he tweeted it.
I don't even look at Twitter that much.
I'm not even on Twitter. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah, the one with Beningo has 56,000 views, Gator said. You hear that? That's crazy.
Not that much.
56,000? He has 39,000 subscribers.
Yeah, so he should have hundreds of thousands of views.
I'm looking.
It only happened this morning, though. It'll get there.
He had over 3,000 people online watching.
Yeah, but I mean that New York Post thing that might have already helped.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure after a week, I don't know, by the next game it'll die down. But over the next few days, he'll probably get over 100,000 views on that video.
Costello?
You can't just go to his page.
I looked for it.
Jake Asman going viral. That's amazing.
No way they make him take it down for any reason or anything.
Well, they might.
What
it's
is
a little
it under?
kind of hate speech.
Yeah, that's true.
But he's not.
In his thing on Hassan Reddick. I see his article on Hassan Reddick.
Salah's from Michigan, though. He's not from Lebanon.
Yeah, but that's his heritage, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
I don't see it. If anyone has that link.
All right, we got to get Clancy for his
birthday.
I
got it.
Got to get Clancy some WD-40 for that door on his for his birthday.
I don't know why. I swear to God, it's done that since it was. I got that like after Sandy. This floor was redone.
Oh, I'm sure.
So it's not that old. It's only like 10 years old.
That's squeaking up a storm.
It's been done it since it was put in.
I'll play the audio. This is the audio from Jake's show today with Beningo. Shout out to Jake and the Jake Asman Show.
Shout out, Jake.
I hate to get political, but I have to in this case. Salah had the flag of Lebanon on his shirt the other day in London. Now, we all know what's going on in the Middle East. Okay, there's no sugarcoating what's going on in the Middle East. We all know about Hezbollah firing all these rockets out of Lebanon and all what's going on there into Israel. And I wonder, and I think Salah is just, we know he's Muslim. I think he's representing the people of Lebanon with because I don't believe the people of Lebanon really are happy with Hezbollah. I mean, I don't think that's the case at all. And I wonder if that has played into this in a way as well, because there was some, I did see this on the regular news that this was actually brought up. So I'm wondering if this has something to do with it as well, Jake. I mean, I hate to get into this kind of thing, but, I think it needs to be said.
All right.
Supposedly Jake tries to just move on, and then he doubles down or something. Whatever.
He got fired because he got fired because he's a bad football coach. That's why he got fired.
Yeah.
It's Clancy, I don't promote violence or anything, but when I see you, I'm going to punch you in the face. Now, I don't agree with that take, but I'm going to talk about it for a minute and say, hey, I'm just saying. The guy is a fucking Beningo is the biggest fucking moron.
It was wild speculation.
I can't listen to WFAN, and I haven't since 2016 because of Beningo and because of Fat Mike. They're the two biggest fucking idiots I've ever heard in my entire life. And every time somebody drops another clip of one of these fucking morons, I go, all right, I was drinking and drugging heavily in 2016, but I wasn't wrong about everything. I'm still a good take not listening to these fucking inbred fucks.
Who's Fat Mike?
That's a disgusting thing to put out in the midst of a guy getting fired who the NFL wanted to wear a Lebanese flag on his shirt last year and all the coaches to promote their heritage and culture to broaden the game worldwide. Now they fired him this year. And then he's bringing the poor little midget Hezbollah into it. What the fuck did Hezbollah do?
Oh, that little guy that hangs out in the UFC.
I had to end on a note. I had to end on a note. The
that
fuck did
40-year-old that
Hasbulla
looks
do?
like
He
he's
can't even hold the
5?
steering wheel and touch the gas pedal. Now we're shitting on Hasbulla.
Yeah, supposedly he's like a real
I'm
dick.
kidding,
though.
everybody. I'm kidding. I had to end on a joke.
Plus, he's like 40 and he looks like he's 5.
He's 22. He just turned 20. He turned 22 July
Okay,
8th.
he's 22 and he looks like he's 5.
He got in trouble for smacking the
Disease that
cat
he
around.
has. That's the disease that he has. That
I know.
Yeah,
they-
yeah.
You better calm the fuck down,
disease.
Rick. Now
Right.
you're crossing the line, pal.
Nick,
Oh,
you see him
fuck it.
smack the cat? He got in trouble. He's not in trouble, but he got public relation trouble for like smacking his cat.
You're the one who called him a midget. Fuck Hezbollah. Fuck Hezbollah. Fuck them all. And so wait, so
If you look closely, everyone, Rick Ken is morphing into Joe Beningo right now.
no, not at all. Not at all. But let me see if I understand this correctly. He wore the Lebanese flag on his shirt a year ago, and this guy's saying he got fired for that?
Well, he did it again the other day. But I'm saying they've been wearing that. Coach has been doing that.
Oh, he wore
They're
it on
going
Sunday?
to Europe and promoting
Yeah.
the game, and they want in the month of October, I think it is. There's a weekend
Heritage
where they
Month
tell
or
all the
something.
coaches to wear their heritage.
He didn't
He's
wear
not,
it with the Jets on it?
No, it was just a little flag on his
They
arm.
put a
like
patch
this.
on like their
his
arm, like,
Jets,
you know where you
he
get
had
like
his
the
Jets
American
shirt on.
flag or like the NFL logo. They put their like country, their heritage on their shoulder. Google it. Google NFL coaches.
There's nothing wrong with
heritage
that.
patch.
He's not getting fired for that. That's an idiotic take.
So ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's showing his closed-mindedness.
Yeah,
right?
people are acting like his wife made him like a shirt at home that is just like a homemade shirt to wear to promote like an event or something, or to quote Beningo to promote the war. Like what the fuck?
To support terrorism. He's wearing it to support terrorism. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, Nate, I get it. Nate. It was a patch with a flag. I thought he was saying he wore it a year ago and got fired this year because of it.
No,
I guess he had it on at some point again over in London.
Listen, if he wore a shirt that said
Any
"fuck
truth
Woody
to this?
and gotten fired.
Any truth to this? That Salah wore a Bobby Midnight hat. Any truth that the reason that Robert Salah got fired is because he had on a Lebanese flag on a shirt and an Adelaide, Australia hat on at the same time.
Yeah. You can't even. Nate just sent me a picture of it. You can't even hardly see it. The Nike swoosh is right on top of it.
Wait, say that again. Nate just sent you a picture of it, and you can hardly see it. What is it?
The flag on Salah's sleeve.
Oh, the flag. Oh,
it's very small.
Want to clarify, Rick? I want to clarify.
Well, yeah, Nate sent me
Nate sent you a picture, and it's very small.
A click picture.
Click pic.
Hey, Randall, I haven't seen you in a while, man. Hope you're doing well. All right, we're gonna call it a night. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for calling in, Rick. Be good, my friend. Welcome back. Catch up on your sleep.
All right, you guys.
Thanks, Rick.
You guys
good to see you, man.
Clancy, happy birthday.
Thank you, my friend. Good to see you.
All right, always good to see you, and you too, Nick.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Way to sneak me in there at the end. I like that.
Nick, thank you, man.
Hey, happy birthday, brother. God bless. Love you. Many, many more.
Love you guys. Love you. Love everybody. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you guys.
Not everybody. Nate's in the chat. Not everybody. Don't throw blanketed statements out there. If you say
Nate
that
and
to
Jenny
Nate,
too.
all of a sudden he's sending you a picture and it's too small for you to see too.
Too dark in here.
Later, buddy.
See you later.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. We've come to the conclusion of a long, eventful day in New York Jets history. I believe it was a good day for us. I believe it was a day that we'll look back on and be happy happened. I hate to see someone lose their job. You've made enough money. You're overpaid. You'll be all right. It's not like he's going to be struggling to feed his family. This is a results business. Very simple. Win with the talent that you have or look for work elsewhere. He didn't win. So that's that. That's a wrap. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I appreciate all you guys watching, with everybody watching all the other shows all day long today. I'm happy that you guys showed up and spent your night here. And if you're not done, and you still want to talk Jets or anything else, Kim says, night, Nick, even though you don't care about me anymore. I care about you. I'll just care more post-divorce. No, I'm kidding. I'm an asshole. Rob, thank you. Gator coming in with another laundry joke. This hurricane reminds me of Nick's last load of laundry. Oh, wait. I think I actually have that. Gator's laundry jokes are going around in circles just like Milton or any other hurricane. Shouldn't make Milton's jokes. I apologize to everyone in Florida. Everyone, have a good night. We are out. Love to everyone down south. Be safe. Yes. Batten down the hatches. All right, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Nate will be here. We will have some video breakdown from Sunday. We planned on this on Monday before the firing. We're going to take a look at some things from the All-22. And maybe we'll have Devontae by tomorrow. Who knows? If we talk about Devontae in the Discord party now, maybe it'll happen again tomorrow. Maybe get a little 1:30 a.m. trade, and I got to get out of bed and get back on here. So, good night, everybody. As always, be loud, be proud, New York Jets fans. And why can't I pick that video? That's weird. Huh. That's weird. Why wouldn't that let me do that? In honor of Clancy's birthday, we are going to play the 9-minute video of Bobby's birthday on the way up.
Hey, Bobby. It's Gator. Hey, look, we may not always see eye to eye. You may not love everything.
Fuck Gator. He was mean tonight. Good night, everyone. I'm out.